We're about to do an epic road trip across the whole of Malaysia.
Malaysia is a fast developing country in Southeast Asia, which is split into two halves. East Malaysia known as Malaysian Borneo and West Malaysia known as Peninsular Malaysia. The population is 34 million with 80% residing in west of Malaysia where this road trip is taking place. We are starting in Kuala Lumpur, the capital of Malaysia, and we're going to make our way around the whole country visiting the top destinations as well as hidden gems that no one visits. We are doing all of this with a small motorbike and a limited budget of up to $40 a day between the two of us. Because what's an adventure without a challenge?
Oh my god!
Keep going left, keep going left! Like a bikey, no way!
You think we're gonna see any sharks?
Maybe chance to survive 50-50.
We're here with our friend Mufiq right now, a Malaysian friend, and he's shown us the true Malaysian hospitality by actually giving us one of his bikes to do this trip.
So this baby is gonna take us all over the country. We are a bit nervous as well as excited. Cannot wait to hit the road. First of all, we have to pack everything up.
We've got this little box here with a speaker and
Malaysian hospitality, baby. What you know about it?
some desserts.
Never driven in Malaysia before, so yeah, it's gonna be an interesting experience. By the looks of it, the roads look well developed, so it's a good infrastructure, so it shouldn't be too bumpy. Today's destination is Kuala Selangor. Apparently, Mufiq said that there are some saltwater crocodiles just around the river. I'm like, really?
Mufiq's actually coming with us today on his bike just to Kuala Selangor. And here we are. This is our ride for the next however long it takes us.
Yes.
Woo!
Get ready, Malaysia, we're coming.
Okay, come on, we're moving. Woo!
Since it's our first time driving in Malaysia, we were trying to figure out how people drive here and what the roads are like. It was a nice surprise to find out that the highway tolls are actually completely free for motorbikes.
We have quickly stopped at the petrol station, so our first 10 minutes of driving, traffic is pretty fast, you know, like because everything is so developed, the roads are really wide, cars are overtaking you constantly. I really miss driving a manual bike, so this is very useful, especially if you're going up big mountains and stuff like that. Manual bike is the one to go.
The drive is all nice and smooth and good until you stop right in the sun at a very long traffic light and the skin is burning, and we didn't put any cream on today, unfortunately. So maybe we won't drive at the hottest time of the day next time, so it doesn't feel that way.
Leaving the busy city of Kuala Lumpur meant a lot of traffic and not a lot of beautiful views yet. But seeing the traditional houses and country roads as we made it out of the city got us excited for all the epic places we knew were coming up on this adventure.
Right, so first ever drive in Malaysia was pretty good. My ears kind of popped, I don't know why, but it was intense the first half of the trip, and then later I was kind of getting into it. And now Mufiq has invited us to his family's home. This is where he grew up, in this naturesque place. It's a real tortoise.
Yeah. Sulcata,
Wow.
number 2 lodge in the mall.
Ooh, why does he
Always
hiss?
making us noise.
He's not happy.
It's so nice of Mufiq's family. As soon as we got here, drinks, food, snacks, fresh fruit and stuff like that. Although everybody else cannot eat or drink right now because it is a very special time in Malaysia. It's Ramadan, so it's I kind of feel bad in a way, you know, like having to enjoy this. But I'm guessing they're used to it, you know.
It must be hard driving in the heat and not drinking any water.
I know.
I cannot imagine. So I think it's better to stay inside when you're doing that.
Oh yeah, it can be
So
really
hot.
dangerous. So.
But
Anyways.
it's good.
Thank you. We're about to go and check in on our hotel. Mufiq's gonna head back all the way to KL. So thank you, Mufiq, for helping us out, leaving the big city. That was a little bit stressful for us driving here, first time in Malaysia, but we're here, so now we're outside of the business. And just before we go, we're gonna have a nice little selfie. See you later, man. And we're also hopping on our bike and we're gonna go and check into our super cheap hotel here in this area.
We just checked in. Mario's just bringing up all our stuff from the bike.
Wow, so hot. At least the room has an aircon.
How red Mario's arms are. First day on the road.
Not good.
Should have put cream on. But yeah, this is our room. Pretty simple.
Very
Probably
simple.
one of the cheapest in this area, right?
You know, travels and tow style, budget backpackers, that's what's up, you know. It is pretty good, I mean, for the price. It has an aircon, private, relatively clean, and, you know, shower. That's all you need.
It's called Sun's Inn or something like that. So we're probably just gonna cool down. That's the main thing we're gonna do right now, and then later on probably go for some food.
I really need a shower.
Yeah, same. After a crazy day leaving the busy city of Kuala Lumpur yesterday, it's definitely nice to be out here and seeing some Malaysian countryside because it's a nice change from the busy city life.
Today we've been driving in these massive rice fields, and when you drive you think there's really literally nothing there, but when you keep driving you actually see in the distance this red thing, and this red thing is actually a massive airplane. It's literally a passenger Boeing airplane just stood here in the middle of the rice fields. We were wondering, like, how did it got here? Did someone just land on an airplane in the fields? Like, how the hell you get the airplane here? I would assume that this is some sort of like a promotion or marketing, I don't know, but I can tell you that it is kind of cool. You don't really see airplanes in the middle of a rice field very often.
There's so many rice fields all around us, and we've actually seen so many birds. They look like starlings, and they're just hundreds of them flying above our heads while we're driving. And then in the rice fields we can see like storks. Really nice that we've already started seeing some nature here.
Finally arrived to our final destination of the day. Checked into this like supposedly condominium. It looks pretty rough from the outside, but from the inside it's pretty good. And we've got this place for $17. So this is like a little kitchen, fridge, you know, table, fridge, really simple. And then there's the bedroom, and a balcony with a sea view. Like, you can't complain.
That's not bad for the price here in Malaysia.
No, right?
It's actually pretty good.
That's actually is pretty good.
At first I was like, it's too good to be true. Maybe there's something wrong with the room, or it's not clean or something, but it seems really clean. The lady on the phone was really nice and helpful, so loving it so
very,
far.
very
Liking
nice.
it.
And the sunset is gonna be down there. So yeah, I'm gonna just be chilling here with the sunset.
Yeah. So right now we are actually in Lumut. We just drove 100 kilometers today, so it was pretty tiring.
But from here on, we are now by the coast. From here on, it's gonna be a lot of local vibes and beautiful nature.
We didn't actually realize that there's a pool in this place as well, and it's absolutely beautiful. Look at this, guys.
And you know what is the best part? Is that there's nobody here.
Look at this.
There's no one. Look at this beauty just right here. Oh man.
It's huge. And you just have these mountains and trees all around.
Wow, all
Yes.
kinds of wildlife.
Strange animals. I mean, we're literally in a jungle. The craziest thing is that when we went to the office to extend our stay here, it wasn't actually $17 a night. We actually got it, instead of 80 ringgit, we got it for 60 ringgit a night. So the walk-in price is a lot cheaper. What the hell is that?
Some wild geese? I don't even know.
But yeah, we got the room like way cheaper by just walking into the office. So if you're gonna stay here, book one night online and then go to the office and extend there. And also monthly price is insane as well. It's like half the price per night. It's crazy. We would probably stay here a month if we weren't doing a road trip right now.
Anyways, enough talking.
Living the dream.
Seriously, Lumut is not only like a super beautiful place, but it's actually so affordable. We are shocked. Like, how is it so cheap, man? This is kind of crazy.
I don't even know. I think some locals do live in these apartments, which, I mean, I totally would if I could.
Yeah, but that's for a monthly price. And how much was it to pay for a month?
Monthly price was 800 ringgit.
200 bucks a month, balcony with a sea view, and a pool, literally, with nobody else. We took a nice little 15-minute drive from Lumut town to this other small little town. I don't even know if it is a town or it's just a beach with a park, but this place looks pretty interesting. I guess this is the entry. Oh. I see a monkey right in front of us. Oh, there's massive monkeys, look at that.
Whoa.
So here's a mom with the babies, bunch of babies. As long as you don't bother them, they'll be fine. But if you're trying to get closer, pet a baby, the mom's not gonna be happy. I know that from experience. And then you see the super confident alpha male just walking right next to us. And he has some pretty insane parkour skills, just like a ninja. I mean, look at this guy. So we parked up our bike, the only vehicle in the entire area. Which is pretty cool. So we're gonna walk up to the beach and look at all this area. Not one single person. There's something magical about it. Actually, just stop for a second and listen.
I thought there was going to be a few places open maybe, or maybe they were just closed today, but some of them actually look abandoned, like they have not been used for a long time.
It is a bit of a shame because it looks like a really nice place. Beautiful artwork, tiles, I mean, wow. Whoa, pretty trippy. We are at the beach right now. It is pretty nice. The only thing that's in the way, I think, is these massive, is it like oil rigs or something? It's just, it looks a little bit ugly over there. That's the only thing that is kind of killing the view, but other than that, it is really nice. Oh yes, that's pretty refreshing. Beautiful coconut trees full of coconuts ready to drink.
And there's a few people just chilling here. And actually the monkeys are just chilling with the people. They don't seem like super scared of people, but they're not really aggressive either. They're just kind of like, yeah, we chill here too, guys.
And brain freeze, ouch. Ah, local watermelons are so damn good. We asked for no sugar. We don't like sugar-rich fruit. It just has so much of natural sugar. It's just like a candy, man. It's so good on this hot day. So it's already gotten dark and we're back by the Lumut sign. Usually port towns are relatively grim, you know, there's loads of rubbish, there's loads of engine oil, but this looks well looked after. It looks pretty damn nice. They sell a lot of dried fish. To be honest, I really enjoy dried fish with like some beer. As soon as you walk in, you smell this really nice, strong seafood aroma. Dried octopuses, fish and things like that. And pretty much that's all they do in most of these shops in here. So I'm guessing this is all the anchovy that go nasi lemak, yeah?
Yeah, nasi lemak.
All nasi lemak, yeah? Nice. You have many customers, yeah?
Oh, many.
Oh, good, good, good. I'm happy for you, boss. Nice one. I wonder what this is.
Lala.
Lala. Okay, okay. It's okay? Okay, okay. Just the one, yeah? Okay, thank you. He's like, yeah, you can have the one for free. Fair play. All right, let's give it a try. Looks interesting. It's like nice, dry, salty. It does remind you a little bit of squid, but not entirely. I think it's like shells. Is this like shells, yeah?
Like
I see. Very nice. So do you make yourself everything?
Oh no. Panko, come.
So people in Pankor Island make all this,
Yes.
and then you buy from them, yeah? Because so many fisherman people there
In Panko.
in Pankor. I see. So tomorrow we're gonna be going to Pankor, so we're gonna be seeing a bit of that as well. So yeah, that's where all the fishing industry in this area comes from, basically. This is where we're gonna be going tomorrow. Pankor Island, really cannot wait. There's so much wildlife and we really love animals, to seeing all kinds of different animals, apparently from hornbills, monkeys, man, you name it. It's gonna be pretty fun.
To get to Pankor Island with our motorbike, we had to split up and get 2 separate ferries, since only the driver can go with the vehicle on the cargo ferry. We got to experience solo travel for about an hour and a half and realized it wasn't for us.
No, thank you. Yay, there he is.
Here we go, camera inception. Way.
Let's go. It only takes about an hour to drive around the whole of this island, and we have our motorbike with us, so we can't wait to explore all of the beautiful beaches here.
What we like the most is deserted beaches when there's no people, only animals and nature. And I do think that Pankor has a lot of that. We have had a nice shake on the coral beach, which was also really nice. There are a few people, but not too many. It is a quiet time right now in Malaysia. It is the Ramadan time, but to be honest, I do think that there's not many international tourists coming to this place, which is kind of weird because the island is just stunning. I just saw this massive hornbill flying and I was like, we need to go that way, because literally hornbills are my favorite birds. And this island is very popular with hornbills, monkeys, and we just even saw some sort of animal tracks. I don't know if it's a monkey or a massive monitor, but it looks like some big tropical animal or something.
Yeah, I think we're going to be seeing a lot of different animals on Pankor Island.
want this one. Okay. Sudah. 8 saja. 8. Terima kasih. We have a spoon. Finish. And how?
Tangan boleh.
Finish.
With the finger.
Boleh tangan.
With the finger.
Yeah.
Okay, terima kasih.
Thank you.
I guess we'll just let it melt and then we can just drink it.
I guess that works. We're just driving down the east coast of the island right now, and it's just one road like this. Ooh, a bit steep, and loads of jungle.
Wow. So overgrown. Such a pristine nature. Wow. I am literally blown away.
It's actually really nice to drive around
There's a
here.
monkey.
Hello,
monkey. Hey up.
We were just driving along the road and we saw a massive monitor lizard in the middle of the road.
Now we're in the main port village, and as soon as you get here you can instantly smell the seafood. Like it smells very fishy, but I quite like it. I would love fish, you know, so but yeah, it instantly has that smell of it, you know, and everything looks very traditional when you drive in. It looks absolutely beautiful. We just arrived to the main town of this island. This is the busiest part of the entire island, and you can instantly feel the traffic, the noise, bunch of action happening, bunch of duty-free shops. So apparently this island is duty-free since 2020 or something like that, so you can get a lot of duty-free items like, you know, your chocolates and perfume, which is pretty cool, and just do a bit of shopping. Seems like quite a lot of like nice local food. Sotong. What is sotong?
It's like squid or seafood.
Okay, 3 ringgit.
Yes.
Wow. So
Wow,
cheap.
That is really cheap.
Good price.
This is definitely the side of the island to eat on, right?
Oh yeah. 3 ringgit for 2 nasi lemak. Come on, man. That's like, I don't know, like 50 cents or something for 2 portions of food. So that's 25 cents each. So we drove past earlier and we saw all this like barbecue chicken in here. We could not resist and just get closer and obviously get some for ourselves, man. It smells from miles away. Look at all the smoke and all the steam. You have no idea the smell, guys. It smells so good. Anyways, we're going back to the place where we're staying. We actually haven't booked anything online when we arrived here. We asked a bunch of different guest houses and we found one. We found one for a really affordable price. The bungalows are quite big, quite private, quite clean. Really cannot complain. We have a few guests on the roof right here.
Hello, monkeys.
Just chilling, like it's not a thing.
They could probably smell our dinner.
Yeah, we did buy some food, and I'm thinking, is this a good idea to eat here or not?
Mario, close the door. Have you got the keys? Take. No, he didn't. He took the ice cream.
Oh, the ice cream box. I was like, I'm gonna spray the water in it.
I was like, it's a bikey, no way.
That would have been crazy, right?
Good thing you didn't take my hat.
Guys, we've got a dilemma. Basically, we got back to our place. Monkeys everywhere. They've already stolen the ice cream out of our bike. We've got loads of fruit in the back, and I don't know how we're gonna get it in. Mario, there's an alpha monkey eyeing you up over there.
Where?
Over there. Are you ready to run?
Yeah, I am.
No, he's coming, Mario, he's coming, I'm scared. Quickly, go. Go.
Nah, it's fine, don't worry.
Quickly, go, he's coming. Quick, close the door. Oh my god. That was so stressful. We just came out for a drive because we saw this place on Google Maps that said hornbill feeding, and we were like, we have to check that out. And we weren't sure where it was, and then suddenly on the side of the road, we see this. There's a couple people here already actually feeding them. Hello. They just hold up the hand with the food, and the bird just takes it.
So the hornbills know that this is the location for feeding. So like, that's the spot where we're gonna get some food.
Wow. So I'm guessing they're wild, but they just come here for food. Look at him. Whoa. Mara's gonna try and feed a hornbill. Watch out for your fingers. Stay still. He's coming. Oh my god, Mario.
Where is it? Oh.
Don't afraid you won't bite.
He won't hurt you, he won't hurt you. Stay still. Mario. It's like instinct to just move your finger.
Yeah, straight away. Need to get used to it a little bit.
I mean, the beaks are a bit intimidating when they're coming towards you. Everywhere.
first we were surrounded by monkeys in our place. Now we're surrounded by hornbills. Like, we were driving all around the island trying to capture a hornbill for ages. We're like, oh look, there's one really far, there's another one really far. All we had to do just come to the right place at the right time.
So we literally just saw this on Google Maps. We didn't know if it was going to be here or not, but it was, and it said on there that this happens at 6:30. We came here like 20 past 6 and there was already people here feeding them. So if you come to this place, AI Beach Resort, at 6:30, they'll literally be around here on the electrical lines in the trees, and you can watch them being fed.
As you can probably see behind me, the sun is already setting, so we just decided to come to this abandoned area where there used to be loads of restaurants to have a little swim. It looks really nice in here. It's good that there's not many people. There are quite a bit of plastic, which is a very common problem. I always say this in our videos. It's a very common global problem with plastic washing off the sea, you know. But anyways, what we can do, we can still enjoy it, you know. Just kind of ignore the couple balls and flip-flops behind me and just enjoy the little lovely sunset. We're gonna walk in the water. Wow, there's a bunch of fish right here, guys. Look at that. Loads of little fish right next to me. Wow, it gets really deep really fast as well. And the water, oh, they're going in my trousers, man. They're tickling. Oh man, this is so nice. You don't even have to go deep. The sand feels so lovely under your feet. It's not muddy or anything. Like, this is nice. So first day of Pankor Island, what can I say? It's just some sort of safari. It's what it feels like.
This island is definitely a hidden gem here in Malaysia, and we could easily spend a week exploring and relaxing here. But the road is calling us, and our motorbike trip across Malaysia has only just begun. So we headed back to the mainland, fueled up with some 7-Eleven coffee, and continued the road trip. Instead of heading along the coast, we decided to detour inland, taking the rural back roads towards the mountains for a change of scenery. Our next stop is a popular destination called Cameron Highlands. However, we forgot about the most essential thing you need for a road trip.
Do you know where can we find petrol station?
Petrol station.
I already finished, but cannot see in Google Map.
What's the problem?
I need petrol, but my petrol's already finished almost. And it says my nearest petrol station is 25 kilometers.
Okay.
Do you know where's the nearby petrol station in this area?
We don't really have a petrol station here. We have shops that have petrol.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, hold on, let me ask.
Thank you.
Where do you want to go?
We're going to Cameron Highlands.
You are good. Cameron Highlands?
But I want to make sure I have petrol first. But yeah, I should top up that gear, but
We do have, but I'm not sure if it can last you until Cameron Highlands. You have to
I
look
just need
for-
a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
Just a little bit,
Yeah,
yeah.
can.
Okay.
My daughter give a location for petrol pump.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Kamu gimana?
Pergi Jangkatin.
Can you? I'll give you the location. Can you give me your phone?
Thank you.
Okay, so they're telling us where the nearest petrol station is because they can only give us a litre. Lucky.
I know, right? Like, we were driving on this road for ages. We're taking small roads when there's no petrol stations, and yeah, good thing we found this. This is literally last resort.
Lifesaver.
Thank you.
Thank you. Found a gas station. Basically, we're not going to make that same mistake again. Make sure we top up the motorbike fully before we start the trip. We're probably also going to fill up a bottle as well to make sure we have enough to get up into the mountains too.
A small road, more beautiful. So after fixing our petrol problem, we drove a little bit more through the motorways, but we already started seeing some really nice mountains, and finally we started to hit a really lovely windy mountainous road all the way up to Cameron Highlands. And right now we just stopped at the little cafe with this nice little view. Gonna have a little drink, a little tetarik. I have a little sore throat. Olivia's getting a little coconut. But I mean, look at this view, guys.
Yeah, there's
Not
lots
bad.
of little cafes and stalls on the side of the road as you go up to Cameron Highlands, which is probably the best place to stop for a nice drink. And look around.
Yeah, it is a little bit cloudy today. We are still really happy that it's not raining. We thought it's gonna be raining, and you wouldn't enjoy the road when it's raining. It's just kind of survival mode. But yeah, we're blessed, to be honest. Today is a good day.
A few moments later.
It's raining.
Unfortunately for us, it started raining already, so we're putting our raincoats real quick. Hopefully we won't slide off the road. It's not that far left to Cameron Highlands main town.
Fingers crossed. Let's go. again a little bit, and we've just stopped in one of the towns on the way up to the place where we're staying in Cameron Highlands, and it's really beautiful. It has these nice little sitting area, these old windows like that, and there's this beautiful lake surrounded by the mountains, and you actually see these almost European, like Tudor looking houses, which really doesn't look like you're in Malaysia at all. It feels like you've just entered a different world completely.
The highlands are famous for the tea plantations, strawberry farms, and agriculture, which is what draws most of the tourism here, as well as the nature and cooler weather. Once we arrived in Tanah Rata, the main town in the highlands, we grabbed some banana leaf buffet at an Indian restaurant and got some rest. We have visited Cameron Highlands before, so the next day we decided to continue our road trip, driving across the highlands and down the other side of the mountain. The Cameron Highlands are developing fast, with construction and agricultural development everywhere. While we did expect more nature in the highlands themselves, we saw plenty of epic views driving up as well as on our way down, which is the reason we had taken this detour, so we were not disappointed. After making it out of the highlands, we caught a glimpse of the limestone mountains, which meant we had arrived in our next destination, Ipoh. Ipoh is a city in Malaysia known for its stunning cave temples, natural surroundings, and old town charm, filled with colourful heritage buildings and street art. We have been to Ipoh before, tried their famous traditional white coffee, and a lot of great food. But this time around, we had a much different experience.
Hi, for sale. This is now 10 each.
Babe, we need to go. We're on the light.
Okay.
Go, go, go! Thought it was a donation, not a sale.
It was a bit of a scam because he was holding like 2 ringgit in the jar. So what does he get for 2 ringgit? It was I don't know if it's legit monk. Do you think it was a legit monk?
I'm not sure. I really don't know.
So we just arrived to Ipoh, and I don't know what it is, but it feels like as soon as we got here we had a little bit of bad luck. So we got off this nice temple, and as soon as Olivia got off the bike, she just stepped into a massive dog poo. It just took like ages to clean up her white shoes. And then we were driving, and this Buddhist monk stopped us. So I thought it was some sort of like charity, so I gave him a little bit of money. And it's like, oh, it's not enough, you have to give more, you have to give more. Like, and literally on the traffic, on the spot, he knew exactly what he was doing. It was Jonas. But you know, usually when people ask me for money, I always give him because it's just how I've been raised, you know. I thought, oh, it's just like a charity, but it's like, no. And it just happened so fast. It's like I paid 20 ringgit for this like bracelet, but I don't really actually wear it. So we have stopped at this really nice local looking noodle soup place that looks pretty good. There's quite a few people and we're pretty hungry.
We need some food before we continue the road trip.
So finally, after all the dusty roads, we are driving into Taiping city. I think it's a city. It looks quite big on the map, but driving into this place looks absolutely mind-blowing. The mountains and the views are just generally looks like CGI out of this world. Guys, there's no words to describe this place. But first things first, we are in Dino House right now. So it's a sort of like a self-check-in guest house. There's no one here, so we're just self-checking in. And there's also like a nice dog here. Sold instantly. I was like, oh, there's a dog.
Just texting them on WhatsApp to get the code for the key. Oh, there's another dog.
Oh, there's another dog. Oh, look at it, so friendly. Hello.
He's smiling.
I know, literally. I think it's a she. Girls are always acting like that, like so sweet.
Right now we're here in Taiping Lake Gardens, which is the most popular place to visit in Taiping, and it is absolutely beautiful. It is actually the first ever park here in Malaysia. It used to be a tin mine, and it became the first ever public park back in the 1800s, I think.
There's like a bunch of these leaning trees. They're leaning so much that you have to put these sort of like metal things to hold up the tree so it doesn't fall down.
Taiping is famous for a lot of firsts here in Malaysia. I believe there's 33 first things that originated here, from the first train station, the first hill station.
We actually got to experience the first ever museum in Malaysia here in Taiping. It was pretty cool. We've seen a bunch of skeletons, a bit of Malaysian history.
And when we walked outside of the museum, it was raining while we were inside. When we came out, the views of the mountains surrounding the place looked unbelievable. It was like somewhere in Europe or something. It was really breathtaking.
Taiping is also well known to be the rainiest town in the whole of Malaysia, and as soon as you drive into Taiping, you can instantly see why. You have this really beautiful mountain surrounding the town, and you can clearly tell that it rains quite a lot because the cloud doesn't seem to go away from the mountain. So we have been here for a couple days and it's been raining all the time, but you have these kind of gaps. So right now it's not raining, and I do think in about an hour or two it's gonna start raining again, and then the sun comes out again, sort of like Malaysian weather but a bit more intense.
We loved spending time in this charming and peaceful town, but it's time for us to hit the road and continue the adventure. We're heading back towards the coast along the busy highways to a more populated corner of Malaysia, known as Penang.
We have just arrived in one of the most popular tourist destinations here in Malaysia, which is Penang Island. The most popular place in Penang is actually Georgetown, which is a UNESCO heritage town. It's known for the street art, the old historical buildings and the food culture, but it is extremely condensed. The traffic is insane, and it is the weekend as well, so it's really busy there today. So we've decided to explore the rest of Penang Island.
We were looking at the places that we haven't seen here in Penang, and we found this super unusual place called the Snake Temple, and it is literally exactly what it sounds like.
So there is a little bit of a legend to this temple, which you can read as you walk in, but basically the story is about a man who was a healer, and he brought snakes from the jungle to the temple to protect them. And then more and more snakes came of their own accord to the temple, and that's how it became known as the Snake Temple.
We have seen online these like vipers, which is one of the most deadliest snakes in the world. Don't get close, man. Vipers, don't mess around.
Snakes.
So this looks like a python. Okay, this one is real. You can come here. They have a picture with like a bunch of pythons. You can already see people like getting some shots. Also notice there were some famous people here as well. You know, this guy. Everybody comes here to take a picture with the snake, man. Just saw the biggest snake so far. I'm very close to it. Look at this one. Boom. And this is the part where the snakes aren't in enclosure and they're kind of like naturally roaming around the trees. Whoa, this one was so close. They really are camouflaging very well. As you can see, this one right here. And you know, there are like, some of them are like vipers, and it did say in the sign, it's up to you, you know, if you get bitten, it's not their fault, so you gotta be extra careful. Don't get too close with the camera, because you know how snakes are unpredictable. They could just jump at you and you're screwed.
Right now we're driving to a beach on the very bottom of Penang. It's called Pantai Esen, and the road is more like a walking path, but you can drive along here.
Look at that.
Wow.
A hidden little beach.
Look at the palm trees. Whoa. It is Saturday today, so the fact that this is empty is quite surprising actually.
I know, right? I thought it was gonna be full. Funny how we actually spent here about 10 days last time, and we didn't really got to go to any beaches or anything like that. I know there's like a wild beach at the very north part near the national park, but this is pretty much our first beach in Penang, and it's not that far from Georgetown actually. I mean, it is a little bit trashed, but you know, classic global problem. But other than that, I think it is swimmable. To be honest, not sure how clean is the water, but it looks like this could be really nice. It has a potential. Like, as you can see, the beautiful palm trees. The only thing, these constructions there, that's kind of killing it, the vibe. But other than that, it's nice. This place used to be such a paradise back in days before they started all the construction. So we just parked the bike and decided to climb up the stairs, because there's like a little temple at the very top. It looks like a massive tree just fallen off. Oh, it's just blocked the road as well. So basically, the workers are gonna try to cut the trees. Yeah. Hello? Look at this, guys. Wow. So all of this just fallen down. And this was our path all the way to the beach and the temple. No beach and temple today. Maybe come back next time. Okay, terima kasih. So we're driving across the entire island of Penang, and oh my days, it is a really nice drive, like really big bridge and stuff like that you can see in the distance. but it is so damn hot as well. Oh mate, so we just stopped at this local sort of like shake stall or something like that. Yeah, get some drinks.
The drinks in bulk, so they put them in these huge things.
Tanpa gula?
No, taknak.
Takna gula. Okay.
Is tanpa gula Indonesia?
I
They say in
think so.
Indonesia,
Might be in
yeah.
Indonesia, yeah. Just mixing up the language a little bit.
Very beautiful.
Thank you.
Your face, very beautiful.
Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullah.
Okay.
YouTube?
YouTube, yeah.
Okay, good.
This guy's just buying our drink,
Yeah.
I think. Thank you. Terima kasih.
Sama-sama kasih. My name Aidil Fitri. Yeah. You know Aidil Fitri?
Is that the holiday?
This is my name.
The holiday?
Yes.
Same like the holiday?
Yes.
Okay. Nice.
From God, from Allah.
Yeah.
From Allah, my name Eddie Fitri.
Nice name.
And then call me Eddie.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay, one moment. Hold this.
No.
Okay, terima kasih.
Sama-sama kasih.
Thank you. Nice one. Have a good day, boss.
Yes, I love you.
Nice one. So we left the other fruit stall and now we're driving along this beautiful mountainous road surrounded by the jungle, and we decided to stop here by the road. And we're looking at this other fruit that we've never seen before. What is this? Like, look how different weird pattern this is. I'm definitely gonna try some. The guy said that this is fresh nutmeg. I've never seen it fresh, you know. In our countries, in Europe, nutmeg is usually dry or powdered, so you don't really see like how it looks originally. Yes, it looks really good. And I wonder if you can eat this. Is this edible? I'm gonna see if I can buy it and like try it. It looks so strange, so alien. Sorry. I'm like, oh, okay. So that thing is not for eating. It's for praying, for like said Buddha finger. The guy said. So driving all day, we felt like pretty damn hungry actually. So we just stopped at this place where we actually stayed here for maybe like over a year ago. And we're kind of familiar with this nasi kandar that they make here. Really nice. With like loads of potatoes, which is my favorite. Cabbage. I got beef and you got chicken, right?
No, it's beef.
Oh, beef as well, just a different one. Nice.
The nasi kandar was actually amazing. It tasted so good. And we're actually in the village called Teluk Bahang. We've been here before. It's in the north side of the island near Penang National Park. But right now we're at Teluk Bahang Beach.
So this is probably the nicest beaches here on Penang Island, and they look really nice actually. Surrounded by beautiful resorts, not many people at all, and it actually stretches out. And then you'll see behind this rock there's way more beaches there, probably more resorts and stuff like that. But wow, really nice, beautiful scenic views. Last time we were here in this area, it was pretty much cloudy every single day. So it wasn't the same experience. I really wish I brought my swimming shorts because it is so hot right now, guys, and I would absolutely love to have a little dip in here. Wow, it's really nice. Literally nobody here. There's a little group of people, but not many. Definitely a place to come back. And if you want to enjoy a beach, you know, north of Penang is the place here on this island.
We've also got like water sports here. So they've got these banana boats where you like sit and they just drive really fast, crazy, until you fall off.
You probably want to do it with a bunch of friends.
Yeah,
like,
it's more fun.
It's just me and Olivia right now going on this. I mean, it's probably fun still, but I bet it's way more fun with friends after a few beers and everything, you know what I mean? So as we were leaving, this local man just offered us a boat to go to the Monkey Beach. Can you tell us a little bit more about the Monkey Beach?
The Monkey Beach is just a bit of distance away, you know, it's a national park.
So this is not a monkey beach?
No, this is not
okay.
Monkey Beach. Just a short distance away,
right.
It's behind the hills.
That's good, that's very good. What is the price to get there?
It's 130 for cruising.
For per person or for the group?
Group.
For group. Oh, that's actually a good price.
About 8 to 10 person.
Wow, so if you calculate, guys, that is not a lot of money, you know, it's like 15 ringgit or something like that. $2-3, it's actually pretty chilling. We've just been told that the entire beach in here was just pure jungle. And how long ago did they cut the jungle to make this into a resort?
This about a few years ago.
Only a few years?
There about 2-3 years ago.
2-3 years only? Wow.
So it's coming up.
Well, what about local business? Is it suffering from the big resort, or is it better for you?
No, everyone same, you know, everyone affected with it already.
You have been affected, yeah?
All affected.
I see.
So this is something that, how to say, not the right time.
Okay, okay.
No, the season, you know.
I see.
Yeah.
So if there's more people coming, staying here, is it good for you?
Yeah, sure.
So you can sell more drinks and food?
Yeah.
Right, I see.
Because this is more to a leisure place, you know.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah.
Like how say you can relax here and all.
Like short
cannot
holiday,
find-
nice time, right?
You cannot find it in Penang, really.
No. Because you see, like, we drive all around Penang, and this seems like the most, like, more quiet and nicer beaches than anywhere else in Penang Island, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time and your mini interview. Thank you so much. I hope you have a good day, man. So we're back in Georgetown and we're a little bit hungry right now, so we're gonna go and get some traditional Penang food. And it's not Penang curry, it's Assam laksa. Looks proper tradish, right? Oh look, this is a perfect table for us. Yeah, can we sit here?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
All these stalls have appeared that weren't there during the day. People everywhere. Tables are so full. People are queuing up outside these food stalls just to eat. And a lot of these places are really, really well known for the food that they make. So I think it's Penang and Georgetown in particular is definitely a spot for food culture.
So my food is here, and to be honest, I was expecting to get the cold laksa. The last time I had it cold was really good, so this time I'm trying a hot one, completely different. And what can I say, it's really good, like very soury and kind of like fishy, but not too fishy. Really like it actually, you know. So I think I found my new favorite laksa. Absolutely downed it, the whole thing. It was way better than the cold one. Wow, man, I am sweaty though, but this is so worth it.
We left Penang and continued our Malaysian road trip through Kedah, the least visited province and known as the Rice Bowl of Malaysia for its beautiful rice paddies and agricultural significance in the country. The maps were trying to take us along Malaysia's highways as usual, which was not what we wanted to experience on this trip.
To be honest, guys, the motorway is pretty stressful. I don't know how it is for Mario, but I feel like he's constantly having to laser focus all the time. And for me, the bag feels like it's gonna fly off my leg. I'm going pretty numb on the left side of my body, and I'm scared of sticking my hand out to film in case I lose it, so.
Don't worry, we are actually gonna go on a different path, which is 15 minutes slower, but supposedly the road should be calmer. So enough of motorway today. See if the other road's any better.
The whole point of this trip is to enjoy the journey and not just get to the destination. So I want to actually enjoy it and see a bit of Kedah today.
We can take an extra 1 hour longer and go around by the coast.
We're taking a way more scenic route now through this province, and we were just driving along the road and we saw this sign to a archaeological site. We're not sure what it is, but we thought we'd come and check it out.
We love a good old ancient mysteries, you know?
It says it's free and it's open 9 till 5. So you just got to scan a QR code to get the information on the place.
Yeah, to know what we're looking at and understand.
Traders traveled across the Indian Ocean in merchant vessels, riding on elephants across the Malay Peninsula to reach the South China Sea.
This is cool and it's free.
This ancient landscape was home to a collection of different chiefdoms, which flourished from the 1st century AD, right until the beginning of the 15th century.
So we're just here at this one site.
Yeah.
All these red dots.
It's a lot.
Excavation sites.
Yeah, so basically this was like a big place, you know, back in days, like thriving town or like a city for its age.
Yeah.
It's pretty
There's a lot of history, and apparently there's sites around this area that are older than Angkor Wat and Borobudur, it just said.
Literally.
Which is one of the oldest in Southeast Asia, I guess.
Yeah, I never heard of Sungai Batu archaeological site. Have you?
Yeah.
Like, this is the first time. We're just literally driving past it and boom. A secret archaeological site, like no one talks about. I do wonder how were they managing to carve inside of a stone. Even with today's modern technology, it would be pretty difficult to do that, and they managed to do that such a long time ago.
We learned that this area used to be an ancient trading port that was very popular for its thriving iron export industry, dating back to 788 BC, making it one of the oldest civilizations in Southeast Asia. Not only this, but researchers have also found mentions of Kala, the Arabic word for ancient Kedah, inscribed on documents used in Mesopotamia in 1300 BC, much older than the 788 BC discovery by archaeologists. We believe as they discover and excavate more of this area, and in the hopes it becomes a UNESCO heritage site, this could become a huge destination for archaeotourism in the future. Over the past few years, it's believed that they've only unearthed 10% of what Sungai Batu and the larger Bujang Valley has to offer. So driving through this area and seeing the mountains, wondering what this used to be like, created all the more mystery and intrigue around this little visited province in Malaysia.
We're so glad that we left the motorway today and took the back roads here in Kedah because you can see all the beautiful mountains. We're driving along the coast as well, so the views are just way nicer than they would have been if we just took the motorway all the way to our destination. And yeah, it might take a little bit longer to get where we're going, but it's definitely more exciting and adventurous. We've just stopped in this little town called Yan, literally in the middle of nowhere. I think it's mainly Muslim because there's no restaurants or cafes open right now, so there's nowhere to get like a shake or anything because it's Ramadan, so everybody's fasting. So we just come to the supermarket. We're gonna get a drink here.
We tried soursop shakes before in Indonesia, Lombok. Never tried the juice. Oh man, so good.
It's like salty and sweet at the same time.
Got a little bit of hydration now. Back on a bike. Next stop, Alor Setar is where we're gonna have our lunch.
Alor Setar is the state capital of Kedah. This city is home to the third tallest tower in Malaysia, which is hard to miss as you're driving into the city. The traffic got busier as we arrived in the center, but despite the chaos, we noticed lots of beautiful architecture, including the famous Zahir Mosque and the City Museum, all reachable by the beautifully paved roads that run alongside the vast Kedah River, reminding us of the natural beauty that surrounds this city.
Very beautiful place. Welcome to Alor Setar, eh? How's that? First impressions? Impressed.
We just had a meal in this restaurant right here. I'm not sure that they were actually open, but they made us something anyway, which was really nice of them.
Time to hit the road. We're gonna take a really small road along the rice field. No idea what it's gonna be, but I think it's gonna be worth the detour.
On our last leg of the journey for the day, we started to see Kedah live up to its name as the Rice Bowl of Malaysia. The rice fields stretched as far as the eyes could see, and most of the land we drove past was farmland. Although it wasn't rice planting season and many of the fields were brown, we could easily imagine the smell of the rice paddies and the bright green scenery that would have been here if only we'd driven through Kedah at the right time of year for this experience.
Guys, this was probably the longest day driving today, but it was really nice. And we have left Kedah province right now. We're in Kuala Perlis. We are still planning to visit Kedah and explore a little bit more of that province because it's not very visited and we think there are some hidden gems as well. But for now, we just need to have a nice cold shower, wash off all the dust and sweat. Oh man, absolutely knackered. So far, it's pretty good. First impressions of Kuala Perlis. It's just a small village. We're in this like sort of like outskirts bit. But the room is really nice. We got a decent room, probably the best for the price in the area. Can't find any better.
Still affordable. But yeah, the road trip was pretty long today, so probably gonna have a shower and chill.
Even though we'd left Kedah on the mainland, our next stop was a tropical island that was still technically part of the province, but not before we nearly made a huge mistake.
Langkawi? Langkawi, Roro.
Okay, we just nearly went to Thailand on the wrong ferry. Thank God for that.
Luckily, we were still in Malaysia and the road trip would continue as we head to the ultimate tropical island known as the Jewel of Kedah, and probably one of the best and most beautiful tourist destinations in Malaysia, Langkawi Island.
So right now we are in Kua town here in Langkawi, which is the biggest town on the island. And if you come into the island on the boat, this is where you're gonna get off.
In Kua, there's a lot of street art. There's this beautiful park right here, and there's the big eagle statue that you see as you arrive. And there's also the Maha Tower as well, which is considered like a mini Eiffel Tower. So there's a lot of things to see and do here. It's a really beautiful town actually, but the island is massive. Last time we were here, we only stayed on Chenang Beach, the busiest area in Langkawi, and there's actually so much more that we missed out on. So today we've got our motorbike and we're going to be exploring the whole island. So we were just driving up to the north of the island, and on the way we saw a sign to a temple. So we thought we'd come and check it out, and there's this huge rock with this beautiful Buddhist temple right here. It looks so beautiful when you drive in. There's also a Hindu temple over there as well, but they're actually both, I think, still in renovation. We saw a lady that was painting the statues here still, and a few of them do look like they're not quite finished yet, but wow, already finding some hidden gems here on Langkawi Island. Just a 5-minute drive from the temple is a geoforest park, which is actually a UNESCO site, so it's a protected area, and here you can go on a boat tour around the mangroves. Really beautiful area, beautiful landscape, and mountains and limestone rocks. And they also have bat caves, all kinds of animals. I think there's eagle feeding as well. So a lot of animals you can see here. The boat is about 350 ringgit, which is quite a lot if we're just 2 people, so we're probably not going to do it.
We just drove to the very northern bit of the island, and this beach is called Tanjung Ru. We do think that this is probably the nicest looking beach. It is so lush, surrounded by beautiful islands, loads of little boats going around, like, which makes it even more scenic. So from here you can also take like little boat tours. Not only that you can chill on this beach, but you can also do all kinds of activities. You can see already some ATVs and stuff like that. But I mean, dude, this beach looks so next level. The ATVs? Just wondering, what's the price?
ATV, yeah, 140.
140 for how long?
50 minutes.
15 minutes or 50?
50.
50?
Yeah, 50.
Okay, so almost an hour.
After you can go alone by yourself, 70.
70 if you go alone. For
Yeah.
same time, 50 minutes.
No, 30 minutes.
30 minutes
Yeah,
for
70.
70. Okay, okay. Alright, good to know. Thank you, man.
No problem.
I bet you would love to do that, wouldn't you?
I don't know, considering.
The sand is so white here, I'm actually having to keep my glasses on. I think this is definitely one of our favourite beaches so far in Langkawi Island. You've got the white sand, the blue water, and the beautiful islands and mountains surrounding it. And it's actually not that busy. I honestly expected this beach would be the busiest out of them all, but it's so big, like it stretches so far over that way, that you could genuinely just find a little spot under a tree somewhere and feel like you're on this beach all by yourself.
Surprisingly, the water is quite nice and refreshing. Oh,
so nice.
Wow, look at this, guys. This looks freaking epic. Just gotta watch out for those black tip sharks, Olivia.
I know there's no black tip sharks here. You know,
apparently there are. No, I have heard. I'm pretty sure they don't go this far in.
Look, that one there. I'm just kidding.
Damn, I have to live with this every day, guys. This area looks so epic, guys. I cannot imagine what it looked like during wet season when everything is super green. But even right now, it looks absolutely gorgeous. Like surrounded by beautiful marble mountains. So many wild little beaches. I kind of wish we had our own little boat. Just go every day to a different wild beach. You know, put on a barbecue and things like that. There is so many cool little spots like that if you are looking for that type of thing. We love wild beaches. We love beach all to ourselves. And currently, it's what we're doing, a beach to ourselves. Even though there is a resort, which I kind of don't mind it, to be honest. And the wilder beaches go all the way there. And you know, since Langkawi is an island, there are so many beaches.
We've just come to the beach next to Tanjung Ru, which is in the main town, and it's actually equally as beautiful. It's actually quite empty as well. You've got some chairs here you can sit down, and I think the beach actually stretches really, really far. Look at the surrounding area. This is also really nice. This one has some cafes and restaurants here as well. So we're probably gonna grab a drink. It's pretty hot. Need to stay hydrated.
Already getting a little bit hungry out here, and to be honest, this really nice looking, affordable local food. A lot of like sort of Thai fusion and tom
I guess
yum.
we're not actually that far from Thailand.
Yeah, literally around the corner. I think you can probably see it somewhere if I flew the drone up.
Yeah, I don't know if many people know, but Langkawi is like really, really close to the south of Thailand. You can actually take a boat from Thailand or Koh Lipe, which is the lowest island in Thailand, straight to Langkawi as well. So if you're on holiday in Thailand, you can make a quick trip over here to Malaysia and Langkawi.
So we thought we'll come for a little drink, and the little drink turned into a good old feast.
Yeah, had to get some seafood while we're here in Langkawi. We've got steamed fish, chili and lime, omelette and rice. This is actually like a whole set thing, so I think it was like 40 ringgit.
Pretty good for seafood in Langkawi, which has always been the case.
Let's eat.
We continued driving along the north coast of Langkawi, which took us through the countryside, and the views only got better. We stopped off at Sandy Skulls Beach, which is a small paradise beach with soft white sand and blue water, surrounded by mountains in the jungle. It's not a very big beach though, which meant it felt busier than the others, so we kept driving towards the Datai Wildlife Corridor. This area is one road that winds through the thick, lush jungle, with many wild animals living here. In this area, they've planted and allowed trees to grow, which connect across the top of the road, creating canopies for animals to cross safely and search for food over larger areas, as well as protecting habitats of animals that are slowly disappearing.
We just left the wildlife corridor and we were driving along the road, and we can see this huge pineapple statue, and then you can smell the pineapple from the side of the road.
Look at all these fresh pineapples. Two pineapple juice. Tak na gula?
Tak nak pula.
Yeah.
RM8. Yeah.
Spending all day in the sun, driving around the park and stuff.
You want to try?
Okay, what is this?
Cookies, pineapple cookies.
Pineapple cookie as well. Wow, so everything pineapple here.
Yeah.
Terima kasih.
Sama-sama.
Looks so good.
So
Siang
good.
Hari Raya celebration.
Oh, terima kasih.
Yeah.
We've been driving all day. I can't believe it's already 4 o'clock. To be honest, it takes more than one day to explore this island. It is way bigger than you expect.
We've just driven to Penang Beach. This is the area where we stayed last time we were here. And it's not that we wouldn't recommend to stay here, it's just quite busy. So there's a lot of souvenir shops and kind of tourist agencies, so it's aimed at tourists mainly. But they do actually make some really good food in this town, which is why we've come back here.
And this time, it's our 3rd time already, or 4th time. So we sometimes eat here, but this time we're taking it away because not too hungry yet, but we will be later.
They've got all our favorites.
They got all our favorites, right? Sick. So it's gonna be like the potato. Yes, the potato, the egg, the cabbage, and
beef rendang or
rendang. Yeah, that's the one, man. And a little bit sauce as well, boss.
We're gonna take this food away and we're gonna head back to where we're staying. This time we're in Langkawi, which is pretty amazing. Can't wait to show you.
About 20 minutes drive from Penang, just right next to this really nice looking mountain is our place. And I mean, have a little look what it looks like from the inside. It is absolute bargain. We're only paying 75 ringgits a night, which is really, can't find any better. Facing the swimming pool as well, and it's not even that busy. Hello. And yeah, we're gonna go and have a little dip in the pool as well right now.
Yeah, we're literally in the middle of Langkawi Island and we're just surrounded by the mountains and the jungle and the nature. We've actually seen a hornbill right outside our room the first night we arrived, which was really cool.
Yeah, they come here for sunset times, probably just eat, because there's like loads of coconut trees, palm trees, as you can see. Not many people staying. Sometimes we forget to just enjoy it for ourselves. So we've been just mainly staying here in this location, you know, and I mean, we don't need much else because it's pretty damn chilling.
Our hotel also has a barbecue and we asked them if we could use it and they said we could. So we headed to the supermarket and we bought a few things to have a barbecue because why not? And we've actually got some fish. It was so cheap in the supermarket. Mario's just gutting it right now.
Basically, guys, I've never gutted a fish from a tropical waters myself. You know, we are used to like gut the fish, you know, from the rivers, lakes, northern wilderness and things like that. Fish I'm familiar with. So this fish, like, I've never seen anything like that. I mean, have a look at this one. It genuinely looks like a piranha or something. And then this one. This is more familiar but still kind of strange, but this is proper tropical, so it'll be interesting to try it. I see locals putting like chilies and lemon and stuff like that. I just have a bunch of garlic, bit of lemon, some turmeric, salt and white pepper. Don't know what it's gonna be, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be good, right?
Yeah.
It has to be.
Usually when Mario cooks it's always really good, so it's gonna be good.
You know it.
So before we have the barbecue, we wanted to go up to the mountain nearby because it's actually the tallest mountain here on Langkawi Island. And you can literally see it as we walk out of our room. The clouds have just cleared, so I think this is the only chance we're going to have to go up there, so we're going to do it.
Gunung Raya is 881 meters high and is easily accessible, around a 20-minute drive from our hotel. If you're feeling adventurous, you can also hike up the mountain by taking the 4,287 stairs that lead to the top. But since we have our motorbike and not much time, we drove up the mountain road instead.
Here we are. This is the very top bit of this island, and guys, the view looks absolutely CGI. It is quite cloudy, and it's always cloudy up here. We were trying to time it for when there's not many clouds, but it's kind of hard. The clouds do come and go all the time, and they kind of spin around the mountain in circle. There's clouds coming from that side as well as coming all the way from the other side. And wow. I don't know if you can see very well in the distance, but wow, the mangroves and everything
looks like a postcard.
Yeah, it looks incredible. I've only realized that we're actually looking at Tanjung Ru Beach, that little mountainous area with the little lagoon river. It just looks so different from here. It does not look real.
I don't mind being above clouds, below clouds, but there's something about being in a cloud really freaks me out. I think we should go, Mario.
Yeah. Beautiful. But that's not the white marine eagle, it's a different one.
It looks tiny to you guys, that eagle, but it is huge in real life.
So we just stopped at this viewpoint and we just noticed a little family of dusky langurs. We love dusky langurs. This one has a little baby with them, probably like a mom, and the babies look yellow. We actually have seen those dusky langurs like that in Thailand before, in Prachuap Khiri Khan, and it's kind of nice to bump into them as well, and they seem pretty wild. Olivia's getting closer to try and get a nice shot of them. They usually don't like when you get too close to them because it has a baby, you know, just classic mom vibes. Whoa, that was one hell of a jump. Do you see how high it jumps, like Spider-Man?
They jump so far and so high. Yeah, I could prefer these monkeys to macaques because they don't come up to you. They just keep their distance. They're not bothered.
I mean, depends if you have food. Do you remember Prachuap Khiri Khan?
Yeah, but at least they're not as aggressive.
Yeah, I guess they're not as bad as macaques.
And they're cuter as well. There's so many different points on this mountain where you can just stop and see a different view of Langkawi. So we've just driven a bit further down. And here, through this little gap in the trees, you can see Kua Town over there. You can see the Maha Tower, the islands, and all of that area where we actually started. Also looks really beautiful from here. Everything looks so tiny. Like when you're down there, it's so big, and now it just looks so small. Just got back to our place and we're actually setting up the barbecue right now. Mario's just starting the fire. There's so much to do on this island. We could probably spend like another month here and not get bored. There's extreme adventure parks, wildlife parks, there's the Langkawi cable car up to the Sky Bridge. Like there's so many different things you can do here. So a bit of a shame we do have to leave, but there is a whole country to explore. We've got a lot more of Malaysia to see.
Before we go though, one last supper.
Yes.
Yes, one big dinner.
A delicious fish barbecue. Nice swim in the pool for sunset, and now Mario's putting on the fish.
Yes. There's also some potatoes deep down there in the charcoal, which go pretty well with the fish. It looks like the fish is finished now. It looks absolutely gorgeous. There we go. Boom. Got one. And let's put this one up as well. It's burnt a bit on one side, but the middle looks really good.
All right.
There you go. You would usually wrap the potatoes up into tin foil, but we didn't have any tin foil. Just
DIY.
Yeah, just DIY.
Chuck it in.
Alright, let's just try a little bite of it.
It smells so good. The smell just hit me.
Really good. Tell me what you think of this tropical fish.
It's really meaty.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's good,
I like
right?
the seasoning as well. It's just like a little bit salty and lemony.
Yeah.
Both good.
The time went too fast here in Langkawi. Like I didn't even realize it's time to go for us, but you know, I'm looking forward to the future road trip, and there's so much more to cover. We haven't even done half of the country, and where we're gonna go next is gonna be pretty exciting. We're gonna be hitting some off the beaten path roads, even more nature and wilderness, and cannot wait to hit the east coast of Malaysia as well. We just left Langkawi Island, stayed here for a night at this motel right by the rice fields, got a little bit attacked by the bugs last night.
Today we're going to be exploring Perlis, which is bordering Thailand at the very north of Malaysia.
Anyways, let's crack on with some music and let's continue this road trip. Let's do this! Travel some toes, back in the road, baby! Woo! Really excited to be driving around Perlis. On the way, we saw a bunch of people in the rice field flying kites. I was wondering if this is like a kite club or just like some sort of kite competition. But we took a little detour to come and visit this snake farm. Apparently there's like snakes and all kinds of reptiles in here. I have no idea what to expect. We got our tickets.
A few fun facts about snakes. The best one is that humans run faster than snakes, so we can outrun them.
Good to know, you know, just in case.
Welcome, sir.
Hello.
Come and take photo here.
Let's get some photography now, I'm saying, straight away for the Instagram, boy. We don't usually go to like zoos and things like that, but it was so close to us and we're like, let's go and see some crazy ass animals that we've never seen before. All of this is a python skin. It goes all the way to here and supposedly that's the head. I do think it's a little bit over exaggerated. Maybe if you've seen a python this big.
There isn't one in this cage, so I'm wondering, where is it?
It escaped. Behind you!
I feel a little bit sorry for them because they're so big and they're just in these like glass things and not that big.
A lot of iguanas. There's loads of them just piled on top of each other. I have never been in a zoo since I was a little kid, but I've never been to one where they just play music and stuff like that, you know? Must be freaking the animals out. Like, I've always thought zoos gotta be quiet, you know? Oh, it's like a petting zoo, so people taking pictures with snakes and stuff like that. Wow, he's not scared to go in there. Wow, it's a big snake in there. So here are the deer, look very tired. Kind of like all they have is this tiny enclosure with mud. And there's a couple emus as well, kind of hiding in the shade from the sun.
Oh, I thought when there was a sign saying cats, they meant like big cats, but it's actually just loads and loads and loads of cats.
I don't think I've ever seen that many cats in one place. Meow. Oh, they just want strokes.
Guys, we're looking at a saltwater crocodile right now. He just stuck his face out right in front of us. A bit creepy actually. He just kind of came towards us like, hello dinner. If there wasn't this wall in between us, thank God.
He just come out next to us.
He definitely wants to eat you, Mario. Well, that's definitely an animal I would only want to encounter in a place like this and not in the wild. Mario made a friend.
Wait, what's up?
He's saying subscribe, by the way, guys. That's what he's saying.
We continued exploring Perlis, which is a very rural part of Malaysia. Most of the area is countryside and farmland. This is definitely one of the greenest areas we've seen so far on this road trip, with fields and mountains all around and no urban development in sight. Our next stop is the most famous attraction in Perlis, Kelam Cave.
We parked up the bike, about to go and explore the cave a little bit. As soon as you walk in, first impressions, playing some hard techno Titanic remix.
What is it with the raves today at every tourist attraction?
Yo, let's go, let's go! How deep do you think it is, Olivia?
I'm actually not sure. I don't know anything about this one.
It is kind of last minute. We were just like going and seeing what's on the way in Perlis. And apparently this cave is one of the main things in Perlis, right?
Yeah, and it's got a nice breeze coming from it.
By the looks of the music in the background, it looks like we're going to a rave cave. You bring your glow sticks.
Wish I did.
Oh, the breeze.
The smell though.
Yeah, I think it's bat poo. Yeah. This is like a little bridge. I'm guessing this is like a river underneath. It's pretty cool. It's well done up actually, well looked after.
It's pretty impressive. They managed to build this huge walkway.
Oh, bats are relatively big and there's different types of bats I feel like. Yeah. Looks really cool. Wow. There's a little disco light going on. I feel like that's where we need the speaker from the outside, you know, dance to some Titanic remix. What up? I think I can see the end now. This is the way out on the other side of the cave. Quite nice, to be honest, quite nice. If it wasn't looked after, it didn't have this real bridge, it would be kind of hard to go across it, you know, through all this water and stuff. I do think there's a camping area as well. You can camp here, but we have so little time and we don't have time to be wandering around the park all day. We are gonna go to this viewpoint. I don't know what it's called, but it's not too far from the cave. Right, so the map took us all the way here. The drive was really nice, going through some windy little roads up the mountain. There's a big signs of some different looking monkeys. The drive was really nice, apart from the thing that there was no viewpoint here.
I think that this road leads to Thailand, and the viewpoint was back up there. on the top of the hill. Padang Besar wasn't too far from the viewpoint, and on the way we actually drove through a police block. I wasn't sure if it was just a general police block or if they were checking for like illegal stuff because the road leads towards the border of Thailand, but they just waved us through. We didn't have any issues. In fact, we've only been stopped once on this trip so far across Malaysia by the police, and we didn't have any issues at all because Mario has a Thai driving license. We haven't really found many cafes or restaurants in Padang Besar. It is kind of just like a border town. There isn't much here. But we found this stall and we think she's got some shakes.
I already ordered.
What you ordered?
Can you guess?
A watermelon shake.
Of course.
Yeah.
The most hydrating thing
Two.
you could have, yeah. No, just one for me. This is from Thailand.
Ooh.
We're so close, Thailand is just there. All we need is insurance for the bike and we could go to Thailand, but we might save this for the next trip.
Padang Besar is actually the first place we ever came in Malaysia when we came here for the first time, because we crossed the land border from Thailand to Malaysia. We've got a lot of memories about this place. We've actually crossed the border here many times by land.
Cheers.
Cheers. How is it? I haven't put my straw in.
So we have stopped because it looks like we're driving into the rain. The map is showing that we have to go there and there.
Look, that local guy's also stopped putting
So
his
yeah,
coat.
yeah,
That means
yeah.
you definitely got to put on a coat.
Yeah, definitely. It is really hot, but yeah, the weather changes quite fast, so it is what it is. So we made a decision and we decided to turn around and drive back the same road we came in, and we found this little village that has food. I thought it's just wiser, right? Just get some food for lunch and avoid the rain, hopefully. So we're at this local place, and this is just one village with one single restaurant.
We're really in the middle of nowhere.
We have noodle soup? Soup, yeah. Soup daging, ayam? Two daging? Dua. Yeah. Make koi tiao. Koi tiao, noodle.
Bihun.
Small, yeah. We just got our coffee, a noodle soup is coming, and the rain just started. What a shout coming here. Absolutely smashed it. I feel so like proud of myself making a good decision. Told you. Boom, the noodle soup has arrived.
I think it looks like Thai boat noodle, but I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Malaysian style.
I'm pretty sure it's kind of Thai style because you can see they have the vinegar, the chili oil, all the chilies and sugar. That's, you know, a boat noodle. I haven't even tried it. Is it boat noodle?
So good.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
The more local you go for a soup, just the better it is.
Very nice food, very delicious. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
We really appreciate
It's really good.
Really, it's a Thai style, yeah? Boat noodle, very
Thank you.
yum, yeah. Aroy makap. Sedap, santap.
Sedap. Mantap.
Mantap. Yeah.
Alright, we're ready for the road.
Yeah.
We're worried it might still rain, so Mario looks a bit ridiculous in this coat with the bag underneath, but
I got twins.
thank you. Terima kasih. Bye bye. This is the name of the restaurant, by the way. It was really good soup. In case any of you are passing through this area, let's crack on and hope we don't get caught in the rain.
So actually we did get soaking wet, but it was only for like 10-15 minutes or so, and then all the way back we're just driving in a nice sun and absolutely boiling with all these raincoats. But eventually we have arrived to Chonglun, and now we're just checking in into RG Motel.
Yeah. So Chonglun is actually, we're back in Kedah now, so we're not in Perlis anymore. And yeah, it's like a town, I think.
There's a few things. I've seen Pizza Hut, KFC,
a lot of street food.
and local food. Yeah, so we'll be chilling here.
Boom. The room.
So far this is the smallest one we ever stayed, coming from Langkawi Paradise to this.
This is not
It's a bit of a difference.
very luxurious compared to that, but it's one night.
Yeah, that's
And it was what, 60 ringgit?
60 ringgit, you know.
The cheapest we could find,
Yeah.
really. For some reason, these rural areas, like in the north of Malaysia, have way more expensive accommodation than other parts. And plus, it is the weekend, so if you're gonna travel Malaysia on the weekends, keep in mind that the price does go up, and it does get booked up pretty fast as well.
But anyways, we're gonna hop on our good old bike and head towards the east coast. But before that, there's a long road. We're gonna see a lot of beautiful mountains and roads. I really cannot wait to hit the road.
Yeah, we've never been to this part of Malaysia before. We have no idea what to expect. We're pretty sure it's gonna be a big adventure.
Sorry for quickly interrupting this road trip, but we actually have put together an entire 360 plus page ebook with all kinds of interactive links that direct you to videos, Google Map locations, all the hidden gems that we have found. Literally everything you need to know if you're planning to come to Malaysia or do a motorbike road trip like we are doing. Get a book, man, because we genuinely put our heart in there, sweat, blood and tears to make sure that this is the perfect tips and advice that you need to travel Malaysia. You can find the book in the description of this video or the comment section. It'll save you a lot of time planning and organizing this entire trip. We did it for you so you don't have to.
We're about to drive along one of the most remote roads in Malaysia that connects the west coast to the east coast. This is famous for being one of the most beautiful drives in the country and passes by some of the oldest rainforests in the world. Since we're going off the beaten path, we hope everything will go to plan. But with journeys like this, you never know what could happen.
Where are you taking us, Mario?
I thought this was a shortcut. It says map to go here, but it seems like there was a bridge that's collapsed and now they're building a new bridge. Although there's that little pipe over there, we can try to drive on it, like sort of balance it out.
We're not
doing
that. Crazy.
I do think we're gonna have to drive around now.
Yeah.
Unless...
Mario, not unless no.
Further.
Unless nothing. Mario.
If I accelerate really fast, I think we can jump over.
Stop it.
We could go there, or it's a 5-minute detour.
This is the detour, I think.
Just 5 minutes after leaving Changlun, we already entered into some beautiful jungle. There was literally 360 panoramic views all around us as we were driving, and there was pretty much nobody else on the roads. It was so empty and really, really remote. We did drive through a bit of monoculture area. There was a bit of agriculture going on there, but it was still really nice. And we've just arrived at this lake. It's pretty much the only place you can stop on the way. There's no gas stations at all along this road. So we've just found this cafe, and it's actually a houseboat. So it's kind of floating.
Yeah, good thing you just reminded me there's no petrol stations.
Yeah, I haven't seen any so far. But
yeah, anyways. Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Where you come from? Come from, what's it called? Changlung? Changlung?
Changlun. So
Yeah.
you're from Thailand?
No, we're coming from KL.
Chat Cafe. Hello. Wow, look, literally above the water. Yeah. So we're probably gonna sit here and have a drink.
I'm thinking of some food as well, to be honest. I'm pretty hungry. And I don't think there will be any other restaurants to eat. So far, I believe that this is the nicest roads we've ever driven. It is so quiet. There's absolutely no people, just empty roads, like some sort of Route 66 in the movies. It's what it feels like. And driving along the road, we saw a massive sign with an elephant. I'm not sure exactly what it says, but it's probably saying, be cautious of elephants, you know. I'm assuming it's people riding the elephants, not like wild elephants. If we did see wild elephants, that'd be pretty damn cool, but I highly doubt it. I think it's just people probably riding them.
No, there is wild elephants.
No way.
Yeah, there's a national park nearby called Ulu Muda, and there's loads of wild elephants there. You can go and see them. It's just quite hard to get there.
Fair play.
It's in the middle of nowhere. I didn't know they roamed this far onto the main road though. That would be really cool because we've never seen a wild elephant in Malaysia before.
Before we hit the road again, need to get some protein, some food. What did you get?
Mainly carbs. Honey, rosemary.
Interesting.
I've never had that type of bread here before.
Yeah, anyways, we'll eat some of this, crack on with the road. We still have so much to do today.
We were so distracted by the views and the possibility of seeing elephants that we forgot about one essential thing you always need on a road trip.
We found a gas station, guys. That was actually pretty lucky. We nearly ran out. And we do not want to run out in the middle of nowhere.
I was pretty close.
Yeah. Maybe if you're planning to drive more remote roads like this, you should definitely fill up your tank before you go, and also bring a spare bottle with you just in case. We'll probably do that for next time.
We continued driving our last leg of the journey for the day. The landscapes and skies kept changing every 5 minutes, which meant the views never got boring. but we were excited when we arrived to our final destination and could get off the motorbike.
Wow, my ass is so numb.
Me too. Oh, I've been waiting for this moment for so long. That last half an hour of the drive was actually not that enjoyable. I was just looking forward to getting off the bike. But we've arrived where we're staying tonight and it looks so beautiful. So the place we're staying is a town called Gerik. It's pretty much like halfway on this long drive from the west to the east coast. And we found this hotel called SMZ Hotel. This place isn't actually online or anything. We found it by just going on Google Maps and looking through reviews and trying to find basically the best and most affordable place in this town, because a lot of these small towns around this area can be quite expensive when you're just looking at the places that are online for booking. So the best way to find a budget accommodation is literally to go on Google Maps and just search around for hotels. And if you've got a Malaysian phone number, when you get here you should get like a SIM card. It's really useful because then you can call up hotels and ask for the walk-in price, and it's usually way cheaper than on booking online as well. Like if the place is online, it's also good to just call them up and ask them for the walk-in price, because you can actually save quite a bit of money by doing that. But yeah, let's go inside. Ooh, push.
It's pretty cozy here.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty affordable rooms as well. 50 ringgit for a double room.
Probably
Not
the
bad.
best on the road trip so far.
Usually, like if you look on booking.com, the cheapest you'll get is like 100 ringgit above for basic room. Right, MTV cribs.
Welcome.
It's actually better than yesterday.
Yeah, it's actually bigger.
Yeah.
Space for activities. How do you
Quite cozy down, so it's very nice and quiet.
Yeah.
Like dreamy kind of thing, you feel like.
When you drive in and all the mountains are just there.
Yeah, and everything is painted in yellow for some reason. Kind of cool. So we have been spending a couple of days here in this town and it's time to go. We are really tired. Olivia is also still in bed having a coffee. Are you ready for the road trip today?
I literally opened my eyes and drank a coffee. No, not really.
Today is probably going to be the longest day driving on this road trip so far. We're going all the way to Kota Baru today, hopefully. How far is it?
It doesn't seem that far. It's actually just over 200 kilometers, but it says nearly 4 hours. 4 hours is not too bad though.
Sounds pretty far.
But it's because we're going through the mountains, very windy roads, so it's going to be pretty beautiful as well.
There's a whole market here in the morning. Fresh food, fish, meat. I'm guessing this is like the local morning market here in Gerik. Wow, look at the mountains over there. The clouds, so beautiful.
We set off earlier today, which meant we could still see the clouds lingering on the tops of the mountains, and the views were only getting better as we got closer to some of Malaysia's most protected areas. However, we had managed to make one big, stupid mistake.
Around an hour. 1 hour. 1 hour.
Oh.
Jelly.
Jelly. Oh no.
No petrol, no bottle or...
No, I didn't think of bringing it. I thought, oh, there'll be some petrol station, but...
We have a rest area, 5 minutes from here.
Okay.
The boat.
Can I ask the boat, yeah?
Sells some petrol.
Okay.
But I'm not sure. I try to call them.
Oh, thank you. Terima kasih, yeah?
Basically, we were so tired this morning that we just didn't fill up the tank. We had over half. We thought we'd be fine because we thought if people are driving along this road, there must be gas.
Yeah, we didn't think. It's really silly because it is a national park.
So
and you can't expect petrol stations. We did say we need to bring a ball and we just keep on forgetting
Don't
doing
even
that.
take our own advice.
Yesterday.
Maybe if you're planning to drive more remote roads like this, you should definitely fill up your tank before you go and also bring a spare bottle with you just in case. This guy's basically going to call the jetty that's 5 minutes away and ask one of the boat drivers if they have any gas for us to buy.
Fingers crossed.
It's okay, you just take it.
Oh, thank you so much. Terima kasih.
And more
Guy's
petrol.
literally saving us.
I call them, they no pick up my call.
Gerik?
Greek, from Greek town, a small town.
Yeah.
Greek,
We stay there.
Greek, from here around 45 minutes.
We just didn't sleep very well, so we're really tired. Didn't think about this.
The main thing.
I just hope you have enough for yourself.
It's okay, I'm stay here.
You stay here?
I'm not going anywhere.
I just going home once a week.
So you live and working here, yeah?
Yeah, I'm living here.
Okay. Nice place.
We're at the resort right now. That's next to the national park.
Yeah, really nice looking place.
Hey, no.
Please,
no need to pay.
No, please.
No.
I really insist.
It's okay, sir. No need to pay. I can get any time Patron.
You can buy a coffee or something like that. Thank you very much.
Take it. No, I no need the money actually. I can take I can buy later Patron. It's okay, you take this money. It's okay. I don't need your money. I just help. Sometimes people like you.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Terima kasih.
So we just drove 5 minutes from where we stopped at the resort, and we're at this like jetty where you can take a boat to go into the national park. So basically, what we're looking at right now is Royal Belem State National Park, which is rainforest that is over 130 million years old. It's actually older than the Congo in Africa and the Amazon rainforest. All kinds of animals live in there, and you can actually see the largest flowers in the world, I think, here, which is these ones. You've probably seen them before, the ones that smell really bad. So you can see all kinds of wildlife here. It's really beautiful. But yeah, if you are driving through this area, make sure you bring some gasoline. Don't make the same mistake we did, because I don't think there's gasoline for another 100 kilometers.
No, for 130 or something.
That guy back there literally saved us. Shout out to Rosalie.
Thing is, I don't know if you're gonna make it all the way there, so I'm looking maybe to some fishermen with the boats or whatever.
You don't think we'll make it?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's a long way. It's because the mountainous road kind of goes up and down, and it rinses more petrol than usually. So
we'll see.
It's one of those, yeah. They sell all kinds of natural medicine from the jungle. They have like all kinds of oils. I was asking the lady what this was, but this is medicine for men. It comes straight from some root or something like that. I have no idea what this is or how to use it.
The name is Jada.
Okay, wow, interesting.
What does it do?
It's for men, basically. For hormones, maybe, I'm not sure. But they have all kinds of oils, like, look at this. I don't know what's inside, but it's some sort of jungle medicine straight from the forest.
Leech.
Oh, it's a leech?
Yeah.
Ah, wow.
Interesting. And they've got some honey as well.
And they have like local, it's wild honey actually, yeah, straight from the jungle.
We would totally love to explore this national park. I'm sure it is really amazing, but you do have to be a bit prepared if you want to do it. So if you want to come to this park and explore, you have to apply for a permit at least a week in advance to go in. You can only get there by boat, so you have to come here, take the boat. I think you have to book a tour and everything, have a guide, and if you want to stay overnight, the only places to stay are in the resorts nearby or a houseboat, and it is quite expensive. So if you're a budget traveler like us and you're trying to save your money to do certain experiences in Malaysia and you can't afford to do all of them, then yeah, you probably wouldn't be able to do this, but we'd love to do it one day. Just driving along the road, we nearly got caught in the rain, but I think we made it out. And we just made a quick stop at this like viewpoint. There's actually this restaurant here, and a lot of people are here taking pictures with the views and stuff. Let's go and check it out. Everyone's taking pictures here, so it must look really nice. Whoa. Just mountains and mountains and mountains. And apparently there's a lot of elephants roaming around these areas. Sometimes if you're lucky you could see them on the side of the road. All we've seen so far is elephant poo, but if we saw an elephant that would be pretty freaking awesome.
Even though the views are extremely stunning, we did feel like there was a lot more traffic on the second day of this trip. And we missed the remote driving experience we had the previous day. However, we were just glad that despite all the mountain roads and worries about gasoline, our bike had made it this far.
We just arrived in Jelly. We actually made it with the gas that we had, which was really good. It wasn't as far as we thought, so I don't even think we've run out of half a tank yet, so pretty happy about that. And we've just come to this restaurant. It's like a buffet and we're gonna get some food.
Oh yeah.
We haven't eaten yet today, so this is gonna be good.
So got proper local food. Apparently the reviews were really good in this restaurant as well.
Yeah, it looks delicious. You got these like bean sprouts and some chicken, egg, some, I think, sambal and sauce. It looks really good.
We're gonna smash this up, hop back on the road, and then drive all the way to the final destination, which is Kota Baru.
Kota Baru is the state capital of Kelantan, which sits on Malaysia's east coast. This part of Malaysia is one of the most reserved and traditional areas, with over 97% of the population being Muslim. It felt really different to the rest of Malaysia that we had seen so far, but it also has an extremely rich culture and history, and a thriving food scene that we couldn't wait to discover.
So we decided to stay outside the city of Kota Baru. We found this really cool place called Bayu Chale, and it's right by the beach. It's the first time us being on the east coast of Malaysia. Really exciting, and the room is really good. For only 70 ringgit. Nothing too fancy, but I mean, it's clean. It has aircon, there's a window. Yeah, but the main thing, of course, we're right on the beach. So this is it. We finally reached the east coast of Malaysia. When we first arrived here, we didn't expect that Kota Baru is actually quite a big city. When you look from higher up, it looks like it stretches out for quite a while, and we do see some really cool looking historical architecture, all kinds of different buildings right next to the big Kelantan River.
We're right by the Royal Palace right now. It's kind of in the center of the city. It's just behind us over there, but it said no photography allowed inside, so we're probably not allowed to take the cameras in there. But there is this museum right here, which we decided, you know what, it's 4 ringgit. It's like under £1.
See what it is, you know?
Yeah,
is it dinosaurs? Is it local culture and history? I have no idea, but we're about to find out.
So we just went inside the museum, and it seems it's mainly focused around the royal history and traditions of this area. There's a few things about textiles and like pots and stuff as well. The architecture is really beautiful, but you don't need much time in there. It's actually not that big. So we're already finished, and we're gonna go and explore the next thing here in Kota Baru.
Let's do it.
Stopped in this random food hall by the stadium, I think, because Mario's a bit shaky.
Look at my hand. Basically, we ordered 2 coffees this morning, and Olivia's coffee was too sweet. It was really sweet, so I downed both of those coffees. Haven't eaten anything, and in this heat, it's already like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm passing out, so we stopped for some local soup. Hopefully get some energy back, and after that we have some more things to see and do. We haven't even started here in Kota Baru. So instantly feeling way much better. So we've been to quite a few cities in Malaysia, and we noted that every single city has street art, which is really cool. And Kota Baru also has some nice street art. Hello, how are you doing? And you can see there's some art already behind the man's back. And yeah, this is Kota Baru. It kind of looks like this is like an archaeological site from thousands of years ago, you know, but obviously because of the weather conditions in Malaysia, it rains quite a lot.
Plus everyone's walking
and everyone's walking on it. It's not being preserved well, so it's kind of gone. But good thing is just art, and people can make it again.
Really
that looks really cool, yeah.
First time I've seen like a floor artwork.
I feel bad walking with my flip-flops. Am I walking on the carpet? You're supposed to take off your shoes. And just across the road from there, there's way more street art. This looks really cool, guys. Wow, it kind of feels like this is real. You know what I mean? That looks really cool. Wow. Yeah, this is so nice. Right, this is definitely representing Kota Baru. Look at that countryside image. Wow, it looks really cool. This one seems like it's portraying Thai theater. You know that theater, the shadow theater?
I think they also have this in Kelantan as well, like a tradition of the shadow puppets.
Yeah. You know, Kota Baru is right next to Thailand, so I would assume there's some of the Thai cultural influence happening here as well.
I actually think this is some of my favorite street art in Malaysia so far. And then these are the traditional spinning tops and the traditional instruments. And in fact, we're about to go and see all of this in the cultural center next. We just arrived at the cultural center. It's around 3 o'clock, and at 3 o'clock here every Monday, Wednesday and Saturday you can come here for free and watch these shows showing all different kinds of Malaysian traditions.
This is called kertok.
Okay.
Kertok.
Kertok. There's a coconut inside of this, yeah? I see. And it's hollow, so it's making the noise out of this wood. So, and each one has like a different sound resonance vibration, yeah?
Exactly.
Okay. So do you measure the sound vibrations? Do you know how big is the coconut, how big is the piece of wood, or is it just random every time?
Just random.
Random every time, okay.
You will enjoy yourself. Thank you. Action!
The katok is a traditional Malay instrument found in Kelantan. In the past, this instrument was played while waiting for rice to be harvested in the fields. Nowadays, it's used in a variety of traditional Malaysian functions and ceremonies.
So we just watched the katok performance, it was really cool actually, and now some of the people watching are gonna try.
Next, we watched a traditional musical performance including the gong, drums, and an instrument known as a serenai, or oboe in English. These instruments are played during martial arts performances known as silat. The music held many similarities to Thailand and reminded us of the music played at the start of a Muay Thai fight, which progressively got louder and faster and got more and more intense as the fighters continued.
So far, the instruments and the martial arts, all of it, it is really incredible experience. You know, when you first come in here, you actually don't expect any of it, but then coming here to this cultural center, you see what is Kelantan all about, and it's a lot of culture and traditions. To be honest, this felt like in a movie. My ears are still kind of ringing from all the noise, but it was really, really cool.
You want the top,
Spinning top.
and then you throw on the ground.
Apparently these are really heavy, like quite a few kilos. So they're wrapping the rope around the middle of it, and then I guess they're gonna release it and it would spin.
You can see how much they stretch it out. So with this gum, they stretch it out really hard and then release it, and it sort of like keeps spinning. And yeah, you don't want to get hurt, so better stay back. The guy says.
Throw here. How long they spin?
So it's, the winner is who longer spin. So it's like a competition, yeah.
Exactly.
I see.
About the spinning equipment. How long? 2 hours.
2 hours.
Before in the record, there was 2 hours and 51 minutes.
Spinning non-stop?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
A really long time. Wow. Free energy, eh?
Yeah.
Alright guys, he's about to do it. Oh, it's a bit scary actually. Whoa. 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 So he's got to catch it somehow. What?
Apparently so.
What?
He's like spinning it and somehow catching it. I have no idea what exactly is going on.
Not easy.
Yeah, it doesn't look easy. He caught it. So now this just could spin for hours. Wow, he's just balancing it on the stick. Another one. He's literally holding it and he's just balancing it on the stick.
Some pure skills,
spinning,
right?
Yeah. Then after they've got it spinning and they've got it on the stick, they put it in here. And it just keeps spinning. Because obviously they can't hold it for hours and hours. So there's another game here that they play.
Chongkat.
Chongkat. I'm going to show you how. Okay.
Performances, items,
this is how we're gonna play. You wanna give it a try?
Yeah.
I don't remember
I answered
the rules.
for you.
How do you know if you win?
Usually these two homes will get full.
So it has been about 15 minutes since they started spinning these things. There's one more there on the spot, and the ones that they placed are still spinning, as you can see. How long time still spinning? 1 hour. Wow. Oh, okay.
Kejap. Straight. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it feels relatively heavy. Right, so you do need to have like good balance. It's really hard. To be honest, you would not be able to do this from the first time. So even though I was holding it and it was going out of balance, but this is how they know how the balance is. This thing has to be straight up like this. So it's supposed to be like straight. If it goes wonky, you know it's not right. So he's straightening it up right there. Because it's so heavy, that's why it keeps spinning for so long. And they said the longest one that spun was 2 hours 55 minutes. So these are spinning for about 1 hour. It's gonna be spinning for an hour. So it's been about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. It's quite a long time. I've never seen anywhere else in the world where they do this. And they just probably observe here, having a cig.
I've been playing this game for a while now and I've got the hang of it. I know the rules now. And now we're just counting the balls back, 7 in each, to see who won. Did I win? Yes! It was beginner's luck, but thank you guys. Thank you so much.
That's a good try.
I picked up the rules fast. It was good.
Good strategy.
Thank you for teaching me. You're a good teacher, that's right. What are you doing, Mario?
I'm gonna try to do the spinning thing. I don't know if I'll succeed, but this is how you stretch it out. Prepare.
Okay, he's untying it. Are you gonna throw it?
Yeah.
You wrap it around your hand or your wrist.
Yeah.
Is that so you just let go of that?
Yeah. So it stays on me.
Looks like it's gonna take your arm off with you.
Let's hope not.
Okay. Ni. Sini. Alright. Sini.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't know if I'm gonna make it.
Okay. So it's not as easy as they make it look.
It needs to pull it way stronger, like you need to like really fast. So I just like did it very softly.
You have like flick it
you
really hard.
need some techniques.
Yeah. Right, round 2, trying again. Careful with your toes. Round 3. Nearly. It span a bit though.
So we were driving around looking for this dish. Apparently like they sell a lot of it for breakfast and stuff like that, but we just saw it on the road and they sell the Kelantan famous dish, nasi kerabu. Let's go. This is the first time we're gonna try it in Kelantan and not Kuala Lumpur, so we're gonna see how different and authentic flavors it is. Hello.
Hello.
Can I have 2 nasi kerabu? 2.
You want chicken?
You want chicken?
Yeah, it looks really good.
What chicken and what have? Fish? Ikan? Oh, chicken looks really good. It's like ayam bakar.
Nasi kerabu always has blue rice.
Fish sauce, chili sauce. This is like fish flakes or something like that.
Yeah.
And then coconut. Well, so cheap.
So each one is 6 ringgit with chicken. Wow.
That is so cheap.
Just over $1 for one meal. Right now we're actually outside of Kota Baru. We're near the beach area where we're actually staying, and a lot of the food and the area here, thank you, is a lot more local, and the food is really affordable here. So we've been enjoying eating some street food in this area and saving quite a lot of money.
So in the last video we mentioned that we wanted to stay outside Kota Baru, and that was the reason why. Because we're right by the beach and it's the first ever beach on the east coast, South China Sea. We've never been here before, so it is pretty exciting. Don't know if it's like very safe to swim. Probably you can swim a little bit in here, but
I don't know if it's for swimming. I think I read online that you can get pulled out pretty fast, but
there are Baywatch over there.
yeah, Baywatch.
But No, I think we're just not gonna do it ourselves. It's totally doable, but we'll probably wait till we go to maybe like some islands and something like that, because you know this trip is gonna be full of adventure still.
There's a lot of restaurants in this beach area. They do seafood and stuff, but they only open in the evening, so if you come here during the day, there's only a couple open. And they also do really nice looking desserts. Some ice cream, marshmallow.
Oh, last night we actually ordered like a mango and a watermelon shake with like ice cream in it. We didn't know there's gonna be ice cream. We thought it was gonna be normal, but we tried it and now we can't stop. So I think they do one here as well. I did ask for no sugar. It doesn't taste sugary at all. It's kind of good. Almost tastes like chewing gum.
Really? Yeah, it does kind of taste like that, the honeydew flavour.
It's good. Maybe we should have asked for a bit of sugar to be honest.
We just got back to our place right here, which is facing the beach. It's just a bit further down from where we got the shake. We just decided to come and eat around this area. We thought we'd find a little table. Looks cone shaped, but
all squished up.
This is the nasi kerabu, probably one of the most famous dishes in Kelantan.
And actually it is one of the healthiest dishes in Malaysia.
Yeah, you've got some salad, some shredded coconut, there's like a fish sauce in there, and the blue rice, which is actually blue because it's dyed by butterfly pea tea leaves, I think. And then some grilled chicken, barbecue chicken.
So many like different herbs and different flavors, like a fusion. And it tastes quite healthy, like I said earlier, because there's no sauce or anything like that. I'm nearly finished with mine. My ayam madu bakar is also so damn good. Oh my days.
Yeah, it tastes really authentic. Pretty fishy, so fishy in fact that all the cats have somehow appeared within like a second of opening the packet.
We have been smell it. We have been feeling them, that's why.
They can smell it from a mile away. But yeah, pretty nice place to enjoy a nasi kerabu.
So this is it for Kota Baru area. Now we're gonna continue driving along the coast and getting onto the ferry to a beautiful island called Perhentian Island, and we were looking forward to this bit for a long time now. Can't wait to get there and continue our adventure.
There are two main Perhentian islands you can stay on, known as Perhentian Kecil and Perhentian Besar. Perhentian Kecil is the smaller island of the two, but it's a lot more budget friendly, so we decided to stay there.
Thank you.
Alright, here we are. First step on Perhentian Island.
Woo.
It's funny how we're the only ones getting off here. That looks pretty damn cool. It feels instantly really quiet. You know, there's no roads, there's no cars. That's why we had to leave our bike back there at the mainland.
There's no mode of transportation on this island. Only walking. You gotta use your legs. Look how many fish!
Yo.
Yeah, this is gonna be a tropical paradise. Yo. I can't wait.
And it already is. So this is where we're gonna be staying for the next few days, and we are speechless. It is really simple, but it's exactly what we need. Look at this. We have like a private toilet, a bed with a view, a private little balcony. With the sunset view as well.
Yeah, we've got the best view on the island and the best price.
Yeah.
60 ringgit a night, which is like £10 British. We also actually saw a massive monitor lizard right outside our room just after we arrived as well, which was pretty crazy. He was just passing by the room. And right next to our bungalows there is actually a lot of jungle, so we've seen squirrels, bats, lizards, and we've also heard all kinds of noises at night, so who knows what other animals are lurking out there. But it's been really beautiful to just spend the day here. We actually just relaxed all day yesterday here on the balcony, watched the sunset and just took the day for ourselves, because sometimes it's just nice to have a day relaxing and enjoying for yourself. So we're going to take you guys along with us today to explore the Perhentian Islands and also share with you how much we're actually spending here, so you have an idea of what a realistic budget actually is if you're planning to travel here too.
So this is the way out of our place. Looks like a very deserted island kind of vibe, and look at this water, guys. It looks so nice and blue. I've seen people snorkeling here as well. This right here is the Coral Bay beach, which is the second largest beach and the most populated beach. It is quite nice, but when we first arrived we were like, oh, there's quite a few people, and obviously there are a few people, especially in the evening, you know. But we actually walked up the other day all the way to the Long Beach, and we realized that this beach is way quieter. Long Beach is, I feel like, where everybody comes to party. There's more bars, there's more resorts, and it just looks way busier. It just looks loads of little things dotted around the beach, and I feel like we prefer this beach better, right?
Yeah, definitely. It's a lot quieter. So this is the shop here on the island. Literally got all of the essentials, like the things that you think you would need to bring. It's all here.
Yeah, you got your toilet paper, water. You can see some Durex in here. Yeah, mosquito coils, everything you need. We even were like, oh, we need some cards. Like, yeah, they have poker cards as well, so it's pretty chilling. And it opens till quite late, I think, till like 10:30 or something like that. Yeah, it's just pretty good.
Got water. So a bottle of water is about 5 ringgit on the island. There is apparently some refill stations. We haven't found any yet, but we have seen some in the resort. So if you're staying somewhere a bit more expensive, you can probably refill your water. But we're just buying for now.
I mean, we were expecting that there's always a little bit of island tax, but that's anywhere on the islands in Southeast Asia that we have been. You always pay a little bit extra for food.
It's about an extra $1 for each item you buy, and it's because they have to obviously bring all the supplies from the mainland here. So this morning we had breakfast. We had eggs and bread with roti and 2 coffees, and it was about 34 ringgit overall, so it was a little bit expensive than we would pay on the mainland. There's 2 ways to get around this island, either walking or taking a boat taxi, and we're starting our day with a boat taxi because we've just eaten breakfast. We don't want to hike in the heat.
I don't know what's the road gonna be. At least it's gonna be hiking back, so it's
a
not
boat
too
sounds
bad.
easier. We decided we're gonna go to Adam and Eve Beach first. It sounds nice, and apparently the nicest beaches are at the north of the island.
These are the prices for all the local boat taxis. You get around to little islands or different beaches on the boat, and these are day trips as well, which is pretty affordable. I think all of them are snorkeling. Yeah, you get to see turtles and things like that, and we cannot wait to do that as well. I forgot my swimming shorts.
The boat's here, but Mario's not. Come on, Mario. I saw you ran the whole way there and back.
Sorry. You gotta appreciate how cheap is the boat taxi. This was only like a couple of pounds, which is like $3 each. It's not too bad. I believe we have arrived in a deserted beach, middle of nowhere. There's not one single person here. I hope that the trail back is not overgrown. We decided to hike back just so we see a bit more of the island. Is no problem walking back? Can, yeah? Ah, okay.
So happy there's no one here. That's the best thing about it.
I know, right?
Our boat driver's leaving, and it's just us on the beach. Adam and Eve.
Yo, Olivia, you should come in. This is so nice. This is what I was imagining Perhentian Islands. This, you know, all the busy beaches, obviously it's nice, you know, but we just prefer the beach to ourselves. And to be honest, it's only like 30 ringgit between us, a boat taxi to get here, and we can spend all day here now.
The water's so nice and cold.
I know, right?
This is so nice. The water is exactly how it looks in the pictures when you look up Perhentian Islands. Some people say it's like the Maldives of Malaysia.
You can see tiny little fish everywhere here, right by these rocks. So Olivia said that she just saw a shark on the shore, just where we were swimming. Is it really though? Oh wow, it is a baby shark. Wow, it is a baby shark. A baby shark, oh mate. This is the first time I'm seeing sharks in the wild. It's coming closer, yeah. I can see it's a black tip shark. Wow, it's a baby shark. Just after seeing the shark, we are now seeing a massive monitor just approaching us. I'm not sure if he can gonna get too close because we're here, but I literally just saw him. He's got a big one as well. And all the way from our beach, there's another cool little secret beach. Literally no one here. Let's get a little bit closer. This is also not bad, eh? Not bad at all. Wow, I just love exploring little spots. I get really bored just laying down and doing nothing. I always feel like I need to do something. Just look at that. Absolute mountains of dead coral. Nothing but just dead coral. Wow, this is so sad. Literally piles and piles. That looks like salt. Wow. It's just chunks of sea salt, I'm assuming. This stuff is probably okay to use in the food. Don't know if you need to process it or not, but I'm not gonna lick it, but I'm pretty sure this is sea salt. So we lifted up the drone and we saw that there was another little beach. So we're just gonna take a little hike in the jungle, see if we can find a beach. Ooh, opened up like in the movies. Boom. Wow, this is even better. Wow, guys, this looks way better. Hello. Okay, there's some people sitting here, but yeah, this is way nicer, I think, than the other one. I think people do come here, as you can see from all these decorations in here.
Gonna go for a second swim. Why not? Feels wrong to not swim at every single beach you're on while you're here. Again, the water's so clear.
So when we first arrived here, I was like, yo man, this is a private beach, but there's actually two people who chilling here. Didn't mean to freak them out, but as soon as we arrived, they just got a boat back. So, and they, on the way back, the guy was like, it's all yours. So now it's all ours.
They passed it on to us. It was good timing, actually.
Really good timing.
Now we have this beach all to ourselves.
But there's really cold, refreshing waves of water coming. That is so ideal. I was looking at the coconuts as well. I do know, like, usually coconuts belong to people, but in this kind of wild environment, I'm pretty sure they're wild. And I see a bunch of coconuts over there. The only thing is that we don't have a knife. That would be ideal right now, a nice refreshing coconut, right?
Yeah, definitely. So I was just looking at Google Maps, and it actually says that this beach that we're on right now is Adam and Eve Beach, like it says we're here. And the beach we're on before was this one here, Sendero Wasi Beach. I don't know if Google Maps is just inaccurate and we were here and now we're supposed to be on Turtle Beach. But either way, each beach is just really beautiful. It almost doesn't even matter which beach they drop you off on because you'll just enjoy every single one of them. It's so beautiful here. I mean, look at my view right now. Absolutely no one else on this beach. I really don't know why everybody's just chilling at the Coral Bay Beach and all of them. Like where all the restaurants and stuff is, there's music blasting. It's actually not that enjoyable to relax when you could just take a boat for a couple dollars and come out to this.
Hey, I opened it. Yo.
No way.
Yep.
So while I was trying to figure out where we are, Mario's been trying to open this coconut and he's actually done it.
Yeah.
On a rock.
Survival 101.
Woo.
Oh, yo, this is so good.
Wow, it looks really
Usually
good.
it's really hard to open coconuts without tools, but
what were you using then?
just using sharp rocks and stones to like open the thing. I know you could put like a stick, sharp stick, and then push it in and pull it, but there was nothing like that around. You want some? Lift it up high, really high, above, way above your head.
Pour on me.
Go. It's right next to you, so don't waste it. Yep, closer. All the way, yeah. There you go. Is it good?
It went up my nose.
Hold this. I'll help you.
But it's good.
Right, you ready?
Definitely feels like a tropical island now.
Wow, such a delicious coconut. And here we got some fresh coconut. We have enough food now for a week or so. You can survive.
I'm not staying here for a week.
There's a bunch of like seashells, like shellfish.
I saw crabs.
Yeah, it's hard to get them though, but if you had a big knife, it'd be much easier. I was actually really hungry.
I've just realised how hungry I am actually. There's so much in there.
Look at all this meat.
Wow.
So we have been chilling on the beaches the entire day, and it is late afternoon right now, and we're trying to get back before the sun goes down because we want to enjoy the sunset. And we still have a massive hike to go across the entire island, actually, all the way back to the Coral Bay.
Yeah, we've got about that much water left, so hopefully we'll make it because I think we've got to go up a hill.
I mean, worst case, we got coconuts everywhere. We've been hiking through the jungle a little bit, and now we're getting at the top of the windmills. There's a nice little viewpoint, a really nice rewarding breeze. Oh man, it is so hot doing this right now. Yeah, look at this water though. It looks like it's still in construction, unless it's, yeah, it looks broken down, this whole shade thing. Looks like it's been taken apart or just broken down. But yeah, wow, what a nice breeze here. Yeah, look at this water. Wow.
I wish I could dive from here. Straight into it right
looks
now.
really nice for swimming as well. Yeah. So we're hiking down now. I feel like we're heading towards the Coral Bay. There was like a few different paths splitting up. It is quite weird that they don't have any signs, you know, because one path goes to one beach and the path goes to the Long Beach, the Coral Bay. Usually on island you have a lot of signs, wooden signs everywhere, you know, and obviously it helps, but here you barely see any signs. There is like one sign all the way back there, but not many. And when the path split up, there's no sign, so you're just gonna, you know, gambling a little bit. Check out this spider right here. These are definitely venomous. We have seen them before in Asia. You don't want to mess with this one. And we're seeing another massive monitor right now. As soon as we walked out, it's in the road, like really, really big. It generally looks almost like a Komodo dragon. Wow, this is big.
We're back on our beach. Whew. That was a pretty hot and sweaty climb, but it wasn't as long as I thought. Yeah, which is good.
I'm gonna go grab a shake right now, but guys, this beach right now looks like so populated, you know, compared to where we've been the whole day. This looks, wow, like a big town or something. After traveling for so long, you really miss a bit of that Western fusion, and this tuna melts here that they do, like, man, it's absolutely bang. Cheers. This is gonna be enjoyable. So we're back in our bungalow and I'm looking at myself. I can't recognize myself.
You look like the color of the mosquito.
What the hell? I'm so red. What? This is crazy. But yeah, we've been enjoying sunsets here. Really, really lovely sunset spot here on our bungalow. The sunset look absolutely out of this planet. And right after sunset, we always go get a little dinner, have a nice little meal, come back home, play some cards, watch some stars. Yeah, overall, it's such a lovely little experience coming back here to this bungalow. Oh man, it's literally $1 million view in here. So today's another day on Perhentian Islands, and today we're doing a snorkeling trip, the long trip. We're gonna be seeing hopefully sharks, turtles, loads of corals and things like that, so looking forward to today.
It is a little bit hazy today, a few clouds in the sky. It's been sunny all the other days we've been here, so I hope it's gonna clear up. Otherwise that would actually really be a shame because we are snorkeling. It is better if it's sunny.
I think this is it. We're gonna start our trip now. I think this is our boat. Make sure you get on the right one. So we're setting off now, leaving the coral bay. Captain!
Yes!
Where are we going next?
We're going to see shark.
See the shark!
Yeah.
Let's do it! So we're gonna go see what's these waters saying. The water looks really blue and the sun is coming out now, so it's starting to look way more colorful. Let's go and check it out. So we just did a really nice little snorkeling, seen a massive sea snake. This is the first time I got so close to a sea snake, but now we just got to the other beach and it's called the Turtle Point, and hopefully we'll see some turtles in here.
Quite a few boats around here.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping there is turtles, but
I do think it's because we're not the only ones who wants to see the turtles, you know what I mean? Like everybody wants to see a turtle, so let's hope we can see one.
The moment we arrived, there was already a huge turtle swimming around. And luckily he wasn't too shy and didn't mind people coming to say hi. This was one major tick off our bucket list and the snorkeling trip. But there was still one thing we really wanted to see here at the Perhentian Islands, which would all depend on luck. The blacktip reef sharks.
You think we're gonna see any sharks?
Maybe just to survive 50-50.
Well, fingers crossed, man. I'm trusting the captain that we're gonna be safe after this one. First thing you think, sharks, you know, dangerous. You watch all the movies, you watch Jaws, you see all these white sharks, but these are different. Apparently these are like blacktip sharks and they are relatively shy, so you're not supposed to do a lot of movement. They stay still and they might come to you. And like, you know, the captain said, some days there's many sharks, some days there's one, some days there's just none. So fingers crossed we're gonna see one. Watch out behind you.
When we got to the shark point and got in the water, all the other boats had left, saying they hadn't seen any. But luckily, because of our amazing tour guides, they quickly spotted a shark. Then that one shark turned into 2 and 3, and before we knew it, we were surrounded by these beautiful creatures. This was our first time swimming with sharks too, so we were a little unsure at first, but they're not really bothered by people, and sometimes they even swim quite close to you if you don't move too much. We felt so happy that we got to see the sharks here in the Perhentian Islands, and we couldn't believe that a snorkeling tour like this could be so affordable. Our next stop was the local fishing village where we would take a break from snorkeling and have some lunch.
We arrived at probably the most local area on this island. You can see the police station right here. Have a little tennis court.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go get some nasi kandar.
This fishing village is actually on the very south of the island of Perhentian Kesil, the small island. And there's about 1,000 people living here. There is actually motorbikes here, so
yeah,
there is modes of
it's
transport
the first
here.
time we're seeing bikes here.
The only way to actually get to this part of the island is either by boat or by taking the hiking trails. I think it takes like an hour to walk here.
Yeah.
So if you do this tour, you can come on a boat, which is also quite nice.
You see a bunch of different restaurants. It's quite a nice place, you know, to stop for food, because you do get hungry after snorkeling. You're surprised how hungry you get after snorkeling, you know. It kind of rinses you. And at the end of this town, there's like a mosque. There's not that much things to do. It's just mainly kind of like chill, have your drink, relax, hop back on a boat and continue your trip. So Olivia scoped this place out a while ago.
It's rated really high online.
Yeah. We'll rate by Travels and Tours, see how good it is.
The place that I wanted to go was down there, but it's closed. But this is like a whole food court, so I guess...
Yeah. I think there's nasi campur in here. Yeah. Get some ikan.
We've got ourselves a little buffet over here. Looks great. Right by the water. We thought it would be pretty criminal to come here and not have some fish, so that's what we got. Looks pretty good. I think it's spicy.
That's half for you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's dig in. This was so enjoyable. Absolutely loved it. It's funny how we actually ate fish for the first time the whole time on the island. We should be eating fish every single day though.
Yeah.
But guys, the best thing, what do you think, what was the best thing?
The sharks.
I know,
I
right?
wanted to see sharks for so long. Like we saw the baby shark the other day and I was like, oh my god. But now that is just not even comparable to today.
Yeah, I'm still trying to process it. It's just, I couldn't believe they were getting so close. Like literally some of them were just coming like right into me and then they would turn away,
Yeah.
like freaking out. And the guys were like, don't worry, they're not gonna attack you, you know. And I'm always in the back of my mind, what if I'm the first tourist that they will attack? First tourist ever! And always seeing the newspapers, like, you know, but it was all good, you know, and we're so lucky that we've seen loads of them. Overall, the trip so far has been incredible, and especially the price, which is only like 50 ringgit. That's like $10 per person
It's
for the whole day.
cheaper than our room.
I know, right? It's so good.
Yeah.
And this is still not over. We still have some things left to do. I'm not sure what we're gonna do. Do you know?
I'm not sure what else. Maybe more snorkeling.
So where are we going next? Nemo Point, let's go. It took us so long to actually find the first Nemo fish in Asia. I think we were snorkeling in the wrong spots. If you know where to go, there's gonna be loads of them.
When they said we were going to Nemo Point and there were a few clownfish here, we were expecting maybe 1 or 2, but look how many there are here. We couldn't believe there were so many in just one place, and it just completely topped off our whole experience snorkeling here in the Perhentian Islands. And it really convinced us that this has got to be one of the most underrated places in Southeast Asia, and it's now one of our favorite island getaways.
We are on the more beautiful and luxurious island of the two main Perhentian islands. We're not staying on this one because it obviously is more expensive, but we do get to come on a trip to the beach here.
To be honest, guys, it also takes only like a few dollars to get a boat taxi to come here for the day, you know, enjoy the beach, do a bit of like exploration, and then get and then I get a boat back. So yeah, we're gonna go and chill on this beach for a minute. Maybe get a cold shake or something like that. Coconut, please.
I want one.
We got 2.
2, please. It's a big coconut. Wow. We're just enjoying a coconut on KK Beach, and to be honest, starting to fall in love with this place. The turquoise water, the white sand, every single beach is just beautiful.
After the tour, we got back to our Coral Bay, had one last dinner with an amazing sunset, And today's time to go.
We've spent about $55 a day between two of us, which is actually not that bad. Our budget is actually a bit less than that on the mainland. That's not including the snorkeling trip. The snorkeling trip was only $20 though, so
yeah, that's actually not bad. We were expecting to spend a little bit more on the islands. There is this island tax, you know, everything costs more usually on the islands, especially small little paradise islands like Perhentian Islands. But overall, I think it was a great place. I would totally come back here, especially the accommodation where we're staying, which is probably the cheapest accommodation in the whole island. With only 60 ringgit, this beautiful wooden house where we've been watching sunsets every single evening.
I'm not even sure if we've mentioned the name of this place, but it's called Butterfly Chalet.
But anyways, the least fun part of the day is back up again and go. We back up a lot. Like every other day we back up.
We have a system for packing at this point. It doesn't take us too long, but it's just boring.
I hate it. I can't be asked, like packing it all again, like over and over and over and over. But it's just what it is when you travel. Got the boat back to the mainland right now, and we are a little bit nervous because we left the bike in a public car park. A bunch of locals said, don't do it, man, it's sketchy and things like that. So literally for the past 2 days, that's all I've been thinking about. Is the bike gonna be in the parking? Well, we'll find out in a minute. I can't see it anywhere. Oh, I can see it. Yes, mate, it's there. Actually, that's so good. I mean, why wouldn't it be there, right? It was in front of a camera and everything like that. Hopefully the wheels aren't missing, but I'm pretty sure it's all good. It's just there. It's there, we're good. We're still doing the road trip.
I knew it was gonna be there.
Look at that, baby. I've actually left it in one of the best spots, to be honest. It's in the shade and everything, you know. Oh, do we miss this bike? Mufik's bike. Yes. Good to see you, buddy.
Back on the road.
We just stopped for a little lunch, and it feels so good to be back on the mainland, getting all of this local cuisine here. I've got like chicken, fish, egg, you name it.
Looks really good.
Yeah, we're gonna dig in, get a bit of energy, and probably next stop is gonna be Kuala Terengganu. Arrived to Terengganu, and driving in the city looks really beautiful. Cannot wait to explore this place, but we are so knackered and burnt. We're just gonna check into our hotel for the night. You got the key?
Yeah. Mario didn't put any sun cream on today, which is silly. Now he looks even more of a crab than he did before. Although I look pretty red too. No, shut up. I'm going to get in. People getting in a hotel.
I think of there. So it's like a living room, has a bar, TV, kitchen. It is literally one of the cheaper places in the whole Kuala Terengganu. Here we go. And yeah, they didn't have double beds, they only had the twin beds. Pretty simple. Oh, I can't wait to have a shower.
Right now we are in Kuala Terengganu, which is the state capital of Terengganu area in Malaysia, and it's probably one of the lesser visited parts of Malaysia. It's on the mainland's east coast, and the only reason that tourists really come here is to get a boat to the Perhentian Islands. Right now we just went to the waterfront, and it was a little bit quiet. There wasn't much to do there. I think it would be busier in the evening. We found the street art here in the center. And I really like how in Malaysia, every single city has different street art that represents the culture.
So the first impressions when you drive into Kuala Terengganu, it looks very, very interesting architecture. You see this bridge that looks kind of like a castle. I've never seen anything like that. And in general, like very unique architectures in the whole city. Very interesting and colorful looking buildings. It looks like it's a mixture between old and new.
Yeah, I've actually seen pictures of this bridge here. It like opens up in the middle. Kind of reminds me of Malaysian London.
Are you sure that's the right bridge that does that?
Yeah, I've seen pictures.
Oh, right. So basically I think so that the big boats can go past it probably.
Yeah. You can take a river cruise along the river in the evening and watch the sunset go down, which looks really fun. There's loads of different tow companies along the river that do that as well, and I don't think it costs that much.
I do think that this place gets more alive in the evening time when the sun goes down, because guys, this is so hot right now. We found this beach area and it has like a nice little market right on the beach, and I saw some really nice food here on these stalls. Are you hungry at all?
A little bit. It looks like they sell mainly snacks here, like barbecue stuff and shakes. So
I've noticed they also sell a lot of kettle pork in here, which we know kettle pork. We have tried it before in Kuala Lumpur. Is these fish sticks, which I think they originate here, right?
yeah, Kerapok lekor comes from Terengganu. We've got to try it here.
I saw these sausages. That looks proper nice, like daging sambal tong mo. It's like a homemade beef sausage. How much is the sausage? Ah, okay. Let's get something else. I don't think this will be enough for both of us.
I hope you can hear us as well, guys. It's actually quite windy.
Yeah. Anyways, should we go look for some kettle pork? You can buy two?
Two ringgits all.
Okay.
So this is the famous Kerapok lekor.
And this
Meatball. Daging, yeah?
daging.
Quite a lot of food for 8 ringgit, guys. You know what I mean? All of this meat and kettle pork in here. Actually, can't wait to smash it. I'm pretty hungry. Okay, thank you. Terima kasih.
We just walked a bit away from the beach because it's quite windy. But there's just this little park here with a seat. And we're going to try these snacks. Terengganu. I always struggle to say Terengganu snacks. The moment we saw this stall selling this sausage, Mario was like, we gotta get that barbecue sausage. We didn't know what it was. We never heard of the name before, but it's beef.
Let's try it on its own first.
It's really good. Kind of reminds me of a Lao or Thai sausage. Oh, it's so good actually.
I know, right? When I saw it,
so
I was
meaty.
like, yo, this is gonna be definitely good. Kind of wish we bought more. It was so good. The next thing, I've never seen anything like that anywhere else. So for 6 ringgit, you get this much. Very meaty. It's like minced beef.
And that's all for one person. That's that's like a whole
That's
meal.
a lot. Yeah.
The stick is almost breaking on the end. It's that heavy.
What do you think?
I think after eating the other one, it doesn't taste as much because the other one was so rich and smoky in flavour. This is quite plain in comparison. I guess that's why you have the sauce, but I prefer the other one, I think.
Right, the moment of truth. The home of this dish. The kettle pork. But I've tried them before, but they look so much smaller and crispier. This is massive. Maybe that's how they're supposed to be. Wow, really good dish, really fresh.
This is so much better than the one we had in Kuala Lumpur.
It's not too fishy. It's more like kind of bready. Wow, sure.
Really hard to vlog and eat this food because it's so messy. Neither of us, we haven't got anywhere to wash our hands actually. Definitely tastes like a beach snack or something you would have while you're at the fairground. Like candy floss and popcorn. Kerapok lekor is like the Malaysian version of that. It's quite nice to eat it here on the beach.
Yeah, it tastes like local fast food or something like that.
Yeah. So far the street food in Terengganu is
definitely
pretty good.
Yeah.
Seems like a lot of people come here for picnics. We've seen a lot of people eating and drinking around this park area, and there's also a lot of toy stalls like selling kites and children's toys and stuff. It really does have that beachside fairground kind of vibe here. Lots of street food, and it is Friday evening. I think the weekend in Terengganu is actually Friday and Saturday, not Saturday and Sunday. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I think it might be quite busy around here this evening.
As you can probably see, I'm starting to look a little bit like a Tarzan. So I've been looking around for different barbers, and I found this one's really high rated. So I'm gonna risk a little bit and get a haircut.
We're actually in some random village right now, just outside the city centre.
Hello.
The haircut is beginning.
We're going on motorbike around Malaysia, so then Swanton.
Superbike or motorbike?
Just a scooter.
Scooter?
Yeah.
Scooter? You ride why?
150.
Yes.
Say goodbye to Mario's hair. It's gonna look completely different.
Got a haircut. This is finalized cut. I was like 50 ringgit. Actually, it's not 50 ringgit, it's 15 ringgit, so it's really, really cheap. What's the name of the barber shop again?
My Mimi.
My Mimi. Yes. My Mimi. Nice one, guys. Thank you so much. Golden. Let's get back to the vlog. After freshening it up with a nice new haircut, we have taken a little drive and now we arrived to a very cool place, which is the Crystal Mosque. And we already see it looks really cool. This whole area looks like there's a lot of things to do, like loads of activities.
So when you're driving in, you see all these mini models of different mosques from around the world. I think you have to pay to go inside, but we saw a few as we were driving in.
So go see like sunset on a boat. There's loads of children playgrounds, sheikhs, might even get a little shake. We have seen quite a few mosques and each time they're very different, you know. This one looks futuristic because it's like made out of glass. I guess that's why it's called Crystal Mosque for a reason. And I mean, take a look at this, guys. It looks beautiful actually. It looks really nice right next to this water. I think this probably changes at night, and I do think each time of the day the mosque would look very different as well.
Yeah, this is probably one of the most famous places in Terengganu, and I mean, you see it as you drive into the city. It's just shining, it's really beautiful, and it lights up at night as well. I really like how they have a very unique one in all the major cities, like the one we saw in Alor Setar in Kedah. We saw the Zahir Mosque, kind of more gothic looking architecture. And then there's obviously Putrajaya has the pink mosque, which is very kind of pastel-y colours and beautiful. And this one looks very shiny and rich and golden. Mario's getting his favourite drink.
Haven't had one in a while, to be honest.
Yeah. It's basically a sour plum, and it's only 3 ringgit.
I just ripped off a corner of the 50 in my pocket. Is that okay?
I don't know. We'll find out next time we try and use it. What's this one?
Lemon Selassie.
Selassie. Maybe I'll try it.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know what this is, but it looks nice.
There you go, love. Oh, proper awesome. Boy, this is very salty. I love it though. It's nice.
I think usually it's better if you have lime in it.
So what's yours then?
I don't know. I thought it was like chia seeds, but
I think it looks like, yeah, it is chia seeds actually.
Tastes like lemonade. In this area there's like little playgrounds and these beautiful buildings, and then over here we just spotted some archery. And you know Mario, kid at heart, he's got to try it.
At heart, but...
or at least try.
Yeah, I'm not very good at it though.
I wonder if adults can even do it.
I know, right? It says 1 game, 7 anak panah.
Probably get 7 shots for 5 ringgit. Not bad.
Do it.
Try it.
Let's do it, yeah.
Alright, let's see how good your aim is.
No, it's okay. Like this. Alright, let's give it a go. This is fun. Okay, now this is getting fun. This is the stuff I like.
Let's see if all those video games you play paid off. Where you aiming for? Oi! It's pretty good. You got it in the blue. Pull your elbow up straight. Yeah, that's good. I'm looking at the profesh behind you. Oi.
The first one was lucky.
I'm about to have a go, and Mario's right-handed like me. He's been doing it like he's left-handed because you pull back with your right.
I was gonna say that's way better this way. Oi.
What do I look?
One more? You want one more?
It's actually harder than it looks.
Wait.
Got it.
Let's get a little bit closer to the river.
You can stay in like these floating.
Yeah, you can stay literally on this thing.
That's really cool.
Right by the river. Not bad, especially if you like fishing. Just come here for a fish.
You got like a little upstairs seating area. That's really nice. Just found a massive market. You know what that means? Time to eat again.
Hardest thing is to not overbuy food. We're only here for one last night. Probably gonna get some food for the dinner. And hopefully not overbuy as always.
Getting some dinner?
Yeah.
What do you fancy?
Chicken probably, right?
I've just found my favourite dessert called dorayaki. It's like a pancake with a filling.
Yeah, sounds like a Japanese word.
And it's got chocolate inside. So 3 for 2 ringgit, that's actually not that bad. It's like less than 50 cents. Sounds like some bargaining is going on. Like get 5 for 10 ringgit or something. I actually don't know what they're saying, but it sounds something like that.
I think we know what we're gonna get. There's like this veg that looks really interesting with the chickpeas, and I saw some really nice grilled chicken. Hello! Was this local dessert?
Yeah.
Malay dessert, yeah?
Malay dessert.
Nice.
Traditional.
Traditional?
Yes.
Right. Okay, we try. I'll buy a little bit. I have two?
Two?
Yeah. Look how they cook it. It looks like it happens instantaneously. Is this made from coconut?
Tatorius rice. In Malay, beras peluh.
Alright, let's give it a go.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih.
Where are you from?
From Lithuania?
Yes.
Lithuania? You know? It's in Europe.
Are you?
Europe. Yeah. Okay, terima kasih.
Thank you. So he says we're gonna try these when they're hot. We should probably eat them now.
Except, go. We just came out of the fire
Stand over
right
here.
now. Here you go, one.
Is it hot?
Yeah, it's not too bad.
I don't know how you eat this. You just eat
cheers.
it like this.
Interesting.
It's sticky when you eat it.
I don't know what it is. I don't think I've had anything like that before.
It's kind of like a pambalik, like the crispy thing but that has like peanuts in. This is like a rice cracker coconut version of that. I think it's like a rice cracker.
Right.
Yeah, tastes like that kind of texture. So this is honey chicken.
A little bit, yeah.
Ayam madu. Always good. Always a go-to for us. And it's actually really affordable here. It's always good to come to a Malaysian food market. So much choice, so many good things, so many different things as well in every single area that we go to. And we've got our dinner. We got chicken, vegetables, chickpeas.
Yeah. Can't wait. The chicken's gonna get cold. Should go home.
Let's go eat.
Probably best place to eat it.
Mario's opening this thingy ball. I'm not even sure what it is.
Fish sauce.
Are you sure you mix it?
This is kind of like laksa, a little bit.
I thought this was called rojak, which is like the pickled vegetable with the sauce.
I'm sure you have to pour it, right?
I mean, I hope so. Otherwise, you just.
I think this is the sardine.
So this is probably the weirdest mixture of Malaysian food we've ever bought. I'm not really sure you eat all of this stuff together.
So let's try this with the fish. Kind of tastes like laksa. Although the fruit doesn't taste very fresh.
It tastes like fruit, sour, fish, alcohol. I'm not sure that's my kind of thing.
Tomorrow we have a really big day driving. We're gonna be going all the way to Kuantan. Hello. We're gonna be going to Kuantan, which is gonna be quite exciting. Another new destination. And the bike is starting to make some sort of noise. A little bit kind of wary about that. So in Kuantan, maybe I'm gonna visit like a mechanic to do like a check the entire bike. I really don't like that.
I mean,
so I have to look into it.
The bike's been on an adventure so far. We've driven pretty far on it, and it's only a small bike.
Yeah, we don't want to break it though before we give it back to Mufik.
Sorry Mufik if you're watching this, we're gonna look after it, don't worry.
Yeah, we're taking it to the service. You know, we already changed the oil before in Langkawi, but yeah, we're gonna have a dinner, rest. Tomorrow's a big day driving.
Every day, the struggle to close the box.
There we go.
Because we've got too much stuff.
So today we're gonna be driving along the east coast, so a bunch of beaches and things like that, but we are with bags, so we're not gonna go swimming, but we're definitely gonna stop for like lunch and things like that. It should be quite enjoyable, I think.
Let's go.
Next stop, gas station, and then a good old 4 hours drive today. There we go. Hold on tight. Olivia's topping up the gas. How many times you done this?
I've never done it.
This is the first time.
I don't drive back home. I've never topped up a car. How much
First time experience. Know what they say about first times?
Feel young?
Yeah. Every day I keep forgetting that there's a Mr. DIY that sells these cushions that Olivia has.
Yeah.
Like,
I got one early on.
Yeah. I hope that they have one here. So, got pretty much like Olivia's, just different color. It's brown in case I'm getting scared, you know, so it kind of camouflages.
Because that happens real often.
Oh yeah.
More often than you think, guys.
If there's a tiger runs out on the road, I got it in brown, sorted.
Now this is starting to look like a pretty good DIY road trip
like we're riding on a camel. Anyways, let's go along this road. We haven't even scratched the surface of today's road trip. It's such a long day.
Terengganu has the longest coastline in Malaysia, so we tried to drive by the beaches as much as possible. We did take a few wrong turns and kept getting redirected back onto the main roads, but the empty roads and wild coastline was a side of Malaysia we were excited to see.
So we have been driving along the east coast throughout the whole day, and to be honest, it was time to stop and get some refreshments. We just got a coconut. I've got some food. Olivia's got something in her eyes instead of food.
It's so frustrating. Like, I've had my shield down, I've like tried wiping it out. It just keeps getting worse.
Dust comes in and out because we're driving by the coast, so you'd assume, you know, there's a lot of sand in the air.
I can still half see the beach, so...
Yeah, we should put you a patch like a pirate. Anyways, we're gonna enjoy this coconut. I ordered like a curry meat, which is pretty nice.
Lithuania, where is it?
In Europe.
Oh, Europe.
Yeah,
Okay.
very small country in the
Okay,
center.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
She just took a picture of us eating here because she said not many tourists come through this area.
I took off this plastic. When I put the plastic down, I can see like purple stuff, and it kind of tires my eyes. And if I put it up, it's making really weird like whistle sound right into my ear.
You said you were starting to get migraine.
Yeah.
Right? So
When you have migraine, your eyes hurt, and this is the last thing you want on a road trip. By the way, I forgot to mention that these beaches here look really nice. They're like absolutely empty. There's basically no people, and we were driving along these beaches for quite a while. I feel like there's a lot of potential. The water seems quite calm, and the best part of it that there's no people, you know, so you can probably come here and swim and things like that. There's so much potential on the east coast of Malaysia.
Next, we passed through a town called Dungun. Here we saw the large Petronas processing plants, and the flames from the towers looked pretty crazy. For the rest of the journey, we had to take the main road because of roadblocks, and the further down south we got, the traffic got busier, the road conditions were getting worse, and the weather was starting to look scary. And we were pretty sure we were heading into a storm.
oh my god! That was so deep! We tried to pull over to put the raincoat on, we ended up in like a swimming pool!
I'm so wet!
Oh my god!
I'm gonna stop here for a minute.
Send help!
The weather got a lot worse as we got closer to Kuantan. The roads were flooded and we got absolutely soaked from head to toe. Mario was also starting to regret removing his helmet shield, but we tried to stay positive and get there as fast as we could.
Loads of water just went down my back.
Yes, we have arrived.
Kuantan is really beautiful.
Look at my hands.
Show the other side. Oh my god. I feel like you've been in a bath for like 3 hours. I'm laughing too hard. Oh my god. That was the roughest road trip day so far.
I think so. That was the first half was okay, but the second half was not okay.
We went from like the beautiful beaches in Terengganu to this. It's so rainy. I hope Kuantan isn't like this all the time at the moment. I hope the weather will get better.
I hope it gets better, yeah, for sure. Because we're on the east coast, you never want to enjoy the sea.
But yeah, let's check in. We need to get warm and dry. Look at Mario's shoes. You're just dripping. We should probably take off everything out here.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
So there is a gigantic river that cuts through the center of Kuantan and it's lined with mangroves. It's so beautiful and we believe that one of the best things to do here in Kuantan is take a river cruise, and that's exactly what we're gonna do today.
But that's not the best part. The best part is that apparently there's a lot of crocodiles. So fingers crossed that this might be our first ever time seeing wild saltwater crocodiles. This is exciting, man. I cannot wait. Kind of nervous at the same time.
Yeah, I don't know if they come up to the boat or anything, but it'll be really cool to see them if we do.
Let's do this.
Be careful. Bit scared that she said be careful, hopefully crocodiles don't come too close. Hello.
From Lithuania? Lithuania. You know?
I know.
Hello.
Oh, nice. Not many Malay people know Lithuania.
I know because I'm working at airport. So I know.
Okay, yeah. So you know all the countries in the world.
So we just got on the boat. It's got these nice little cushions. So it's really comfortable because we're going to be on here for about 2 hours, I think, going upstream and then downstream to the sea. They give you all kinds of little snacks here. Really nice little setup.
Yeah, it's some of the most comfiest boat cruises we've ever been on. They have like cushions and everything.
Probably had to take a little nap on here as well. It's pretty fast. Look at my hair.
So just about 30 seconds on the boat. We still haven't left the city. There's already crocodiles here, and apparently there's like a baby one somewhere there.
It's probably gone with Mario's loud voice.
Do you have to keep it quiet?
Yes.
Okay, so I think I just scared one. Okay. Sorry guys.
So they don't eat people?
No.
Oh.
But they will attack you.
They will attack you. Fingers crossed this time, and if I see him, I'm not gonna be vlogging too loud. This goes out for 2 weeks and people live there. How many people live in this one?
6 or 7 only.
6 or 7, right? Makes sense, otherwise you wouldn't fit any more people there. Is there a crocodile? Is there?
Otter.
Otter. Ah, okay. Mate, I was like so excited. Crocodile! But no, it's an otter. Still quite interesting actually. Just having a little swim. They look like little seals, to be honest. It's crazy how there's so much wildlife just here, right next to the city, at the port, where all the busy and loud boats are. Yeah. So did you say these are illegal boats from Thailand and Vietnam?
Yeah, from Vietnam actually. Yeah.
So they're like illegal, not licensed fishermen?
Yes.
Okay.
Many legal, many illegal.
I see.
Usually one day, 4 illegal boats, they pull to the sea and sink the boat.
So apparently these boats come from China and they have been waiting for permits to be here for the past 6 years. It's like a long ass wait, man. Imagine you the guy just waiting there for 6 years, like, when are we gonna get it? So some of these boats are already overgrown with vegetation. Looks like from one of those zombie apocalypse movies.
I feel like this guy has way better eyesight than us because he can spot things from a mile away, and the crocodiles really camouflage. Like, they're the same color as the mangroves. It's quite hard to spot them, but he seems like he knows what he's doing.
The mangroves are so vast, they could be literally anywhere inside those mangroves. So if you went for a little hike yourself along the mangroves, you might not be able to come back. I can see the first little crocodile just sticking out. It's a really like quite small one, like about just over a meter long maybe. It's like a baby, a teenager maybe. We're gonna get a little bit closer. Are you capturing it? It's just there. Right here. Oh yes!
How close are we going? We've gone somewhere. It's actually quite scary because you have no idea where they are and you can't see them that well, so
yeah,
you wouldn't know until it's right in front of you, about to bite you. Basically.
If you were like hiking, you know, like
God,
you would probably step on one of them. It looks like a piece of log. It took us ages to spot it and it's right in front of us.
You can see on surface.
Yeah.
Is it big crocodile or wood?
Oh yeah, it's something moving.
Yeah, moving.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
You want to go?
Let's get closer.
Bite and pull. Yes.
So he just told us that someone died last month because they got bit by a crocodile and dragged in.
Drown, actually.
So is it the death spin when and roll, death roll?
No, because here crocodile never eat people. They only protect.
Just to attack and like don't mess with me.
So they're either protecting the eggs, protecting the babies, or if you're disturbing them, they might bite you. So don't disturb them and don't go near any with babies.
Right, so this might be the moment of truth. I think we're gonna go to the biggest crocodile today. Let's see if you can spot one. On the water?
No, in the bush. Trying to capture it on the Canon, and it's so well camouflaged that the autofocus is just focusing on random stuff and not the crocodile.
I feel like this one is about what nearly 2 meters long.
It's quite big.
It would mess you up big time if you just went, you know, and messed with it.
The tail is huge as well, and that's not even the biggest ones we've seen there. He showed us a video of the biggest one here. It was like the size of 3 people combined.
Like the ones you see in the movies, terrifying. You know, the cannibal ones. It looks like that. We're gonna enter the small little river here. Captain says that this is a bit scary, you know, like when it says a bit scary, not supposed to, it's the places we do want to go. We're seeing some massive eagles just flying around, like a lot of ecosystem, even though like it is pretty like trashed and stuff like that because it's like artificial canal, but still seeing so much wildlife, which is crazy.
So we've just stopped by the big Kuantan sign to take some pictures, and so far on the trip we've actually seen quite a bit of wildlife. We saw some otters, crocodiles, monitor lizards and eagles as well. So we saw quite a lot of animals. Would have liked to see more crocodiles, but I think obviously we can't control that. That is just down to luck really.
These are so good.
Mario's just stuffing his face. I mean, it's really nice to have all these free snacks while you're cruising along the river here. And you get to see all the main landmarks as well right behind us. This tall building here, I think is the tallest tower in Kuantan. You can see the mosque.
And it is kind of like a fishing city. There's a lot of fishing happening. And we did get educated a little bit about the fishing culture, what's going on with the boats, where they're coming from, you know. I had no idea actually. There's so many complex little things, you know.
It's got a special present for us.
I see you never get it.
For ladies only.
Ladies only. I want to give you my boat from here until our jetty there.
Do I get to drive? Sorry, I don't remember how. Just push the cart out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just make sure you turn.
To the left. The left. The left.
The left first?
Yeah. Don't hit the riverbank.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I don't promise that we will get out of this alive because I can't drive.
We trust Olivia's skills. Keep going left, keep going left, keep going left. All the way, all the way. All the way. Oh, all the way, B, all the way. Straighten it up. Yeah, yeah, let's go. Yes. All the way, all the way, all the way, all the way. All the way, all the way. Stop, stop, stop.
Okay. Now we can go back.
I nearly threw up and weed myself at the same time just now.
Okay, thank you. Now my turn.
I need the toilet. That was terrifying. Thank you.
No problem. No problem.
So glad that his boat is still in one piece after that. Could have gone a completely different way with me driving. Thank you.
Did you guys have a nice time?
Yeah, it was really fun. But right now we're gonna go and explore the rest of the city. Go and see what else is here. Small of a city, but there is some really nice buildings. You've got the big tall one here. I think you can actually go up it. I saw an elevator going up so you can see the views, and they've also got some street art.
As always, we always come to a new city and always check the street art. It's quite nice, you know, to see the local culture, because usually on street art they depict a lot of local culture. So this is Kuantan.
The musical instruments behind us. Oh, the spinning tops that we saw in Kuala.
Oh yeah, been there, done that. And here we see a guy dressed in one of those, you know, Jumanji hunter hats. That's what I call them.
So this is depicting the Firefly cruise that I mentioned earlier.
Let's see if we can find the right angle. You can get in it, yeah. I just had a haircut in Kuala Terengganu, so can you just like cut more a little bit of the sides for me, please? Yeah. Way.
I'm not even in the water, I can't keep my balance. I know that Penang is quite well known for its street art and everybody is queuing up there to take pictures all the time. But honestly, I think Kota Baru and here in Kuantan have some of the best street art we've seen in Malaysia. There's hardly anyone here looking at it. You can kind of take the pictures all by yourself, and I think they're way more cooler. They're a lot more interesting and they represent the local culture.
As you probably know, Olivia is British. And she's saying that this is probably the nicest telephone box she's ever seen.
Back in England, we don't have many of these left, and the ones that we do have usually smell like urine.
Yeah,
so.
and there's loads of graffitis and stuff like that. They're not very well looked after because they're not in use anymore. But yeah, look at that.
Oi, oi.
It's like that really old phone.
I actually thought that you could use it. Wait, really? No. There's numbers here though.
Not that long ago, phone boxes was still a thing, but the phone revolution just came out, and just like what, 20 years ago or less, no more phone boxes available. It's me, I'm Mario.
So we've just come to one of Kuantan's many beaches. I think this is one of the most popular ones. They've got like McDonald's and a lot of the big chains right on the beachfront. It looks really nice. Got loads of little places to sit. It's really well looked after. It's nice to go from the wildlife and the mangroves and then come just a 10-minute drive to the coast to this.
To be honest, when coming to the beach area, I wasn't expecting much, but I'm quite surprised that it's really nice looking beach. There are quite a few people. Have not seen a single person swimming. Maybe someone really far in the distance, but it's quite nice, kind of surrounded by rocks. You can walk a little bit along the rocks as well. And yeah, nice little chilling beach, to be honest.
It's actually one of the cleanest beaches I've seen on the East Coast so far, I think, as well.
We haven't even eaten today. We have been looking for ikan tempoyak, but most of restaurants here close at 5 o'clock, unfortunately. So we still haven't get to try this dish. We haven't tried this one for a long time now, like a couple years or something like that.
I miss it. It's one of my favourite foods in Malaysia. I kind of fancy some keropok. After having it in Terengganu, it was so good. I think I'm going to have it here as well. Can I have 5 keropok? They're just fresh, come out of the fryer. And I think we're going to get some sausages as well.
No idea what this is. Looks like some sort of ice cream. There's a meat chicken
looks
sandwich.
Like tofu almost.
I know, right? It looks so alien to us. Like we never tried anything like that.
Chicken ice cream.
Oh man, it's really good.
Really?
Nothing like that before.
That's nice.
Wow.
Has some kind of glazing. Really nice to do.
The chicken and everything.
When I first tried keropok lakar, I really didn't like it. It was too fishy, but the more I eat it, the more I try it,
pretty good.
The more I love it. It's becoming one of my favourite snacks, and the sauce as well. It's so good. Snacks were so good, we just came back for more. Look how much I just bought. This is $1 for 15. That's a lot of food.
5 ringgit, yeah.
Yeah.
And she's added a little bit extra.
I know, she's giving me these like crackers. They're also really good.
I just had to get another one of those chicken sandwiches. This like proper alien. I absolutely love it. I just don't know if I should take it back or just eat it right now.
I know you're gonna eat it right now when they turn off the camera.
Screw it. While she's hot.
Sitting here and eating these snacks makes me feel like a proper local. I feel like this is what everybody does here in Kuantan in the evening. It's really relaxing. There's not like really any loud music blasting or anything, and everybody's just chilling. It's good vibes. It's good vibes here. I'm liking Kuantan so far. It's been a great day.
So we arrived at this small little village. I don't really know the name. What is the name of this place?
We're in Rompin, so we're about an hour away from our destination, which is Mersing, which is the main town to get to the Tioman Island, which is where we're going next.
We're gonna have a little lunch right now. We got this sour fish. I got some chicken hearts. I love that type of stuff, you know, with some rice and stuff. Leo's got some fish curry as well. Cold drinks, an aircon in here. What else can you ask for?
After powering up, we continued towards Mersing. The drive was pretty easygoing in comparison to previous days, but it wasn't without its surprises, as we met some pigtailed macaques hanging out on the side of the road.
Okay, one more.
I don't want to stop near these. Stop here.
Okay, that one, film. It's only when I slow down they come in.
So we arrived in Mersing last night to take the ferry to Tioman Island. We didn't actually vlog anything because we were really exhausted after the whole trip. The driving was really long in the sun. It was a pretty bumpy road as well. The road's been getting significantly worse as we've been driving down the east coast, but we're about to take the ferry. We packed up the bike for a few days.
Getting some supplies right now, getting a good old nasi lemak takeaway on the boat. It's only going to be like an hour and a half before we hit Tioman Island for the first time. Pretty exciting.
So we bought lunch thinking that we could eat on the ferry, but this is the space that we have.
And it's nasi lemak with sambal, so I don't think it's a good idea to open it.
Probably have to eat it when we get there.
If I get really hungry, I might.
A few moments later.
Really hungry. Finally, wow. Actually, so nice to have the heat again. We were freezing our asses off in the aircon. From here on, no aircon.
We're on Tioman Island. Woo! So they stopped up at like every single beach, but actually we're not staying on this beach. We've decided to stay on the most secluded part of this island, which is on the other side. And the only way to get there is a taxi or walking for 2 hours. You can probably guess what option we chose.
Yeah, but before we go there, we're gonna visit one special shop. Tioman Island is also well known for duty-free, so we're going to duty-free shop, get some supplies for the next few days, and then get a ride there. We've been driving up the hill for quite a while. It seems like this is pretty steep roads. I feel like most of the cars on the island must be 4x4 because, dude, we're just constantly climbing. I do see why people say the hike is relatively challenging because you're just going up the whole time and probably down later on because you have to sort of cross the mountain because the whole island is full of big mountains. I do think like this is probably like the best beach on the island compared to what we saw on the boat in the other town.
Thank you. Right guys, this is our home for the next couple nights and this is our view.
This is so chilling. I mean, bungalow with the perfect sea view, proper tropical vibes. And we visited duty-free shop, so we got some Captain Morgan and things like that. Yeah.
Supplies.
Perfect supplies for this perfect area. Like this is so chilling. Cannot wait to chill.
I know, yeah. We did kind of get here the expensive way. You can get here with a ferry, but we didn't book in advance in time. So we had to take a taxi, but still wasn't that bad. I actually quite enjoyed the drive.
And we were talking to the driver and he said, yeah, you can actually bring your motorbike here. Yeah. Next time. Not driving for a few days. Maybe it's good, you know, maybe our ass is gonna rest for a little bit. Literally perfect little beach vibes, and instantly see they do some massages and things like that. Relatively affordable.
We got the cheapest room at this place. This was 100 ringgit. Obviously, it's probably the most expensive place we've stayed in Malaysia, but I mean,
yeah,
that's your doorstep.
So we have been chilling here for a couple of days now, and we actually moved to a different bungalow from here. We moved to this one, and this one has an aircon, has fridge, it's a bit bigger, and it's only like 30 ringgits extra a day, which is pretty cool. Really nice vibe so far. Hasn't rained too much, and today Olivia went for a swim and she actually saw a turtle, so I managed to capture it real quick. Just the turtle just wandering on its own. Completely different experience what we experienced in Perhentian with loads of people. The turtle was just swimming on his own here. We could actually approach him and it kind of felt way more tropical. But we also have another tropical animal, kind of like almost living with us. Where is he?
He's
or is she?
under the bed. She's under the bed.
Look, he call. Usually he comes. Come on. Look at that.
Fat cat.
Look at that wild animal here. It's so friendly. Look how fat. It's the fattest cat, domestic cat I've ever seen in my life. So friendly. So basically the cat is pretty clean. He actually belongs to the people who run this place, so it doesn't stink or anything like that. So we let him stay, yeah, we let him sort of stay under our bed every now and then. It keeps us company as well. This is stroking. I love stroking animals. It makes you feel better. But yeah, to be honest, activity wise we haven't been doing anything apart from chilling, you know. And I do feel like the place where we are staying, Juara Beach, is mainly for chilling. There's just not much happening really. There are some tours, you know, but the tours in here, like sort of snorkeling tours, are about 3 times more expensive than in Perhentian. So there's pros and cons to both of the islands, but I'm not sure if you're gonna do one. We might do, but we might change our mind. But for now we're just absolutely chilling it, taking it in. You know, after driving for so long, it's so nice to just lay on a hammock, just chill on the beach, can hear the waves, have naps, sleep in till late, you know, and things like that. Wow man, absolute paradise life. So another cool thing that we really love about this place is that there are little cookers here. There's a fridge, so the restaurants are kind of closed in the middle of the day. We couldn't find anything, then they open at 6 o'clock. Olivia has teaching at 7, so it's kind of not ideal for us. So what we have been doing, which we really missed, was cooking for ourselves.
So this is kind of what the main road along Juara Beach, the beaches over there, looks like. There's just lots of little houses. There's actually quite a few local people living here. It is actually a village, and the houses are really beautiful and traditional. This is just a local shop. There's a couple of these around. Actually has everything you need. Like, you don't need to bring supplies from the mainland. They even have like sun cream and toiletries and stuff. Quite affordable, 20 ringgit. So it's not like Perhentian. There was only one shop, it had like the bare minimum of stuff. This has like actually a lot of supplies. I always forget that this is our doorstep.
Always sleeping.
Always sleeping. I'm pretty sure it's pregnant.
I don't know.
And not just fat.
I think it's just a bit fat.
Or you're just being fed a lot. Hello. Just decided to come for a walk along the beach, and it is so empty. There's hardly ever any people out here, and it is Saturday today. So it's even quiet on the weekend. I like how all the bungalows are kind of spaced out, have their own little sections of the beach. So it never feels too crowded. It's definitely not as busy as the other side of the island. When we first arrived, everybody was getting off there at loads of different spots, and there was a lot more buildings and stuff and people everywhere, but here feels really peaceful and quiet. Would definitely recommend staying on this side if you want a more secluded and relaxing stay. So Mario's been cooking away all evening, making what we can make with one pot, which is potatoes.
Yeah, bunch of boiled potatoes. Literally felt a bit like sort of prison cooking. Just this tiny little pot.
This one pot, this is all we have.
But we made this tuna thing with like tomatoes, onion, garlic, carrot.
Like a stew.
Yeah, so it was like a thing to
Pretty
put on
random,
potato. I
but
think it'll be really good.
I think it's gonna be good.
Yeah. Anyways, just gonna enjoy this meal, have a big rest, and tomorrow another beautiful day on Tioman Island. So we left our quiet Juara Beach and we took a cab all the way to the other side of the island to Tekek Beach, which is the busier area. We wanted to see this place as well, see what it's like, you know, on the other side of the island as well, but we just got dropped off, and apparently the place where we're staying, ABC, you can't drive up there with the car. So we have about half an hour walk with all of the bags, and we actually visited duty-free shop as well. Got a few beers, got water and everything like that, and I kind of wish, kind of wish we knew that we're gonna have to walk for half an hour with all the supplies and all our bags in this heat. Oh mate.
So far, it doesn't look as nice as Juara, I'll say that for sure.
Yeah.
The water's quite close, maybe it'll go out a bit, but it's kind of a bit messy like this.
Yeah. Oh, is that our place?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we just ordered some lunch before we checked in. Got quite a nice view sat here, right by the sea.
So we have checked in into ABC, to a little fan room bungalow. This is our surroundings. As you can see, it's a little bit different compared to where we stayed in the last place. And this is the room. It's pretty basic. Really not a big shower. To be honest, it's a little bit hot. We've gotten used to living with an aircon. And yeah, the aircon is double the price. I mean, it's probably alright, you know, if you come for holidays, but for us as full-time travelers, budget travelers, they're a little bit out of the budget, you know.
So I would say, because this is the same price as the place we stayed on Juara, the fan room there, I'd say if you want to experience both sides of Tioman, stay on this side first, then go to Juara, because it's so peaceful and you're right on the beach.
You're right on the beach, yeah.
It's kind of disappointing to come here after that.
But you know, let's not get it all negged out, you know.
We're staying here to see what it's like.
Yeah,
so
exactly. So we have to see both sides, you know, to judge.
So we're walking back along ABC Beach the way we came this morning, and we're just going to take a little wander along the coast and see what's around here, because the room is just way too hot to be in. There's like no breeze coming to our bungalow even when you sit outside. So it's actually cooler to be here in the sun right now.
We're just walking in this heat, absolutely zoned out. Like, Olivia's like, look up, and there's like a whole lot of bats on every single one of those trees. Like so many, literally everywhere. Wow, what the hell?
So creepy.
That was so weird. Like, I was not expecting this. So right now we're next to Marina, and we just came to this other beach. You know what it's called?
Tekek Beach?
Is this Tekek Beach, you reckon?
Yeah.
Right. It is coming to the sunset time, and we are getting a little bit hungry, so we'll see if we can find a little restaurant along this beach.
I feel like as you walk further and further down the coast, the beaches just get more and more impressive, and that's probably the reason why some of the beaches further along only have big resorts on them. So this is where we're having our dinner with the view. Sunset's gonna go down there.
No drone shots though this time. Apparently there's an authorization zone. There is an airport nearby. Basically, no drone shots of this beach.
What did you get?
Kampung fried rice. Don't know what it is, never tried it before. With some chicken and anchovies.
I got some seafood fried rice. I felt like I couldn't come to an island and not get something seafoody, so this is probably the most budget-friendly seafood option. It looks pretty good. We also ordered a large omelette. I've got to say that is the biggest omelette I've ever seen.
So the sun has gone down, not too much of a sunset. I don't know why, but the sunset has been covered by clouds lately. Same thing in Perhentian Islands, but we're having to walk back, and we're kind of looking around if there's a secret little taxi happening.
There's no taxis on this island. Why?
We have another whole hour left to walk back, and I'm already having blisters in my slipper. Not good.
Probably should have worn shoes for this.
Tomorrow.
So we had one more day left here on Tioman, and we pretty much just spent it on the beach, eating food here on ABC, and it wasn't too bad. If you go to each corner of this beach, there's actually really nice swimming spots. It's time to go. We're leaving Tioman.
To be honest, I cannot wait to hop back on a bike. There's something about, you know, when you're on a road trip and you chill for a bit too long, like we did here for entire 6 days.
Yeah.
It just feels like you're kind of like stuck a little bit. So getting back on a bike will be really nice. But before that, you have to get a boat to the mainland, visit a mechanic, because this bike chain is kind of loose. We're gonna solve that issue out.
Fingers
and
crossed.
yeah, back on the road. Next stop, Johor Bahru.
We have finally arrived in Johor Bahru, which is the biggest city in the south of Malaysia. It's a very industrial city. There's actually a lot of construction happening here. We've seen a lot of buildings being built as we were driving here.
It's our third day right now in Johor Bahru, and the reason we didn't come out of our room for the past 2 days is it was literally raining every single day, all day long, and today's the first day that it's a little bit sunny. So we actually were stuck in this tiny little room with no windows. But when we got here, like, accommodation was so much more expensive, and for what we usually pay, I couldn't really find a room with a window. So eventually we managed to move today to a little bit better room.
On the way to our new hotel, we actually made a really stupid mistake.
Basically, guys, we nearly ended up in Singapore. So we were driving to this different accommodation, you know, and boom, going Google Maps here. Going here.
Guys, I think we accidentally just went to Singapore.
We were just following Google Maps to go to a different hotel, and apparently this is the way to Singapore.
She's just stumped us out.
I think I just got stumped out, yeah.
Oh my god. That was like a security reason or something. I mean, do you want to go to Singapore?
Did I get stamped out from Malaysia already?
Yeah, already cancelled.
Yeah.
Cancel. Okay.
Alright, thank you.
Well, we learned something new today. Apparently we can just drive to Singapore, which we didn't know until right now when we nearly did it by accident.
Well, apparently, yeah, I've got stamped, but then they canceled the stamp. But yeah, I was officially out of Malaysia for a split second, and now my passport even has a stamp exiting Malaysia.
It says void.
Yeah, I'm gonna be exploring a little bit of the city here in Johor Bahru. Yeah. It seems a little bit different to any other cities here in Malaysia. It seems like everything is kind of really spread out. So we think that right now we're kind of like in the center of the city.
There's huge shopping malls everywhere in Johor Bahru, and I feel like that's one of the main things that people come here for. Especially a lot of tourists from Singapore come here for cheap shopping.
I mean, man, you got your Legoland, you know, loads of like parks like that. So I think it's malls and adventure parks. Malls and adventure parks. Adventure malls. So walking around, we see quite a bit of artwork in here. Quite nice little architecture, to be honest. It does look like it's developing quite a lot of constructions, like I mentioned earlier.
Rent a little electric scooter.
Yeah, they're literally like the ones in KL. Look at this nice little artwork just here. Every single city that we go to, we usually go to like a art street. I'm not sure if you're gonna find one in Johor, but the ones we're seeing so far, not too bad. Really, such a bad habit here in Malaysia. We love Malaysian food and stuff like that, but oh my days, are we getting fat, especially me, mate. I'm starting to have breasts probably like bigger than normal girls, which is kind of, yeah, I know, right? It's not good. It's not good. God damn it, all these nasi lemaks and all of these thick sauces and things like that, it's just wow. But it is what it is, man, and the more you eat, the more you want to eat, and you just can't stop.
I have actually noticed that there is quite a lot of trash around here. It's probably not the cleanest place I've seen. I feel like it could be better because this is the city center.
Look at this. This looks really cool. It looks some sort of like temple, and then behind it, I don't know if it's like a mosque. It doesn't look like a mosque. It looks something like an epic looking building.
After traveling along the east coast, it was mainly Muslim areas, so we're back in an area that has Hindu, Chinese populations as well. You can see these streets here with all the kind of decorations and flower bracelets and necklaces that they give at the temples, I think.
And this is the mural art of Johor Bahru. It looks a little bit messy in here. I mean, it's just mainly flowers and things like that. Probably from the market. There's like a Hindu temple nearby, so probably that's where it's coming from. But yeah, I mean, it looks cool. This is what is, you know, that's what represents this place. And Laksa, Johor. I always thought that Laksa is from Penang. Am I wrong?
I think Laksa is a dish and there's a different type in
every
city.
There's some dancers and things like that. I wonder where can you see a little bit of that culture, you know, playing local instruments and things like that. That would be really, really cool. I can see some like some of this food, like banana leaf.
It's on a banana leaf.
On a banana leaf noodle, the tempeh that you get with ayam penyet. Yeah,
I want that.
We tried some of these things before in the past as well. Oh, look at this, drinking that iced tea from a plastic bag. Very, very Malaysian. I always get it as well when I order like nasi campur, nasi kandar, and I get a little iced tea. It comes in like a plastic bag. You kind of need to learn. We used to pour it into a cup. It never usually fits in the cup. So you just kind of need to learn how to drink it directly off the bag. I've seen locals doing it all the time. Wow, look at this one. That one looks really cool. They do look like some historical figures. No idea who they are. And there's a little bit more artwork in here. A bit of like old school kind of graffiti.
Oh, I like that one.
That one looks really cool, yeah.
Like the old post stamp.
Post stamps, yeah, yeah. That definitely represents Malaysia, you know?
Yeah.
I wonder who does these artworks all around, you know, Malaysia. We've seen them in different cities. Is it like the same guy? Is it like local artists of each place? I have no idea. Some of the art looks relatively similar to the art we have seen previously in Kuantan and Kota Baru, but yeah, no idea. Also, when we just arrived to the city, we just saw an M&S shop, which is a British Marks and Spencer supermarket. Olivia was like so nostalgic with the little sign next to her. It's proper funny. And you see a lot of like HSBC banks, just kind of like in KL, so you see a little bit of that British vibes here as well. Right, so this is the main walking street. I'm guessing it's Chinese style walking street because clearly can see like these Chinese lanterns and things like that. Gives me a little bit of the feeling when in Ipoh.
Doesn't really feel busy at all. Maybe it's the time of day, but
probably. We haven't seen that many like Western tourists. We've seen a couple. It's not that many.
Seen this building and quite a few pictures here in Johor Bahru. It's pretty iconic. It's just a bit strange that it's actually just a Mary Brown. It's a restaurant.
Looks like an old fire station to me though.
This street is 131 years old.
Oh, wow. So you can learn a little bit more about the history in here of the town, which is quite useful as a tourist. You know, you're just kind of driving around. I have no idea what's going on. You don't need a guide. You can be your own guide learning about the history in here. Here's a traditional gambus instrument. Looks like a little guitar. It's a string instrument.
So it's used for the Zappin dance. I've heard the Zappin dance is like a traditional dance here in Johor, read online. But I have no idea where you can go and actually see it. You know, like in Kelantan, we went to the cultural center and saw all of that stuff.
Oh yeah, Kelantan was like a really cool experience, seeing like proper traditional vibes. So we're just taking a 5-minute drive outside the busy town center to this local neighborhood, and apparently this hawker stall have a very, very special dish, which is the fish head curry. Hopefully we can find one. Bring me one.
There's like all different kinds of mainly Chinese Malaysian style food, but it looks really good. I really was not expecting this many food stalls just in the middle of like a residential area. It looks like loads of quiet housing surrounding this area, and then you walk in here and there's just food and people eating everywhere. Have here, babe. I'll try.
Okay, 2 people.
Rice?
Yeah.
Rice?
Yeah.
Rice 2. 40, 41 at least.
Okay.
Okay.
2 people, yeah, okay.
We found this stall here. It literally says curry fish head on the sign, but there's not like any pictures or any menu. We just ordered 2. I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna have it one time, right, in Johor Bahru. Why not? So our clay pot has just arrived. Way bigger than I thought it was gonna be. I think it's 2 clay pots like combined into one.
It smells so good.
It looks amazing.
Right.
Look at Mario's face.
It smells so good. Look at this beast. Anyway, so we got 1 fish head and we have some normal fish as well. So I'll get the normal fish and Olivia gonna eat the fish head.
It's not what's happening. I'm having the normal fish.
Yeah.
So it comes with bean curd, okra, tomato, green beans, eggplant. There it is.
And then that's the fish head. Wow, look at
Oy.
that, guys. The most important part of this meal, I think, is the fish eyeball. Let's give it a go. That's where all the protein is, man. Good.
Cracks in your teeth.
It has a bit of the shell, but it's good. It's really good, actually. Probably the best eyeball I've ever tried. Usually eyeballs can be a bit intense, but this one tastes pretty good.
Just smashing this food right now. I'm sorry if I've got snot on my face. My nose is running. It's actually boiling hot sitting next to this clay pot. I'm just sweating so much. It's like sitting next to a furnace.
Yeah.
And then eating at the same time. Don't sneeze. Do you think we'll finish it all?
I'm nearly done, as you can see.
Oh yeah,
This is too much shit.
Mario's smashing it. So we just left the food court and we've come to the bay. The sun is just about to go down and looks nice and red over there. A bit cloudy, but it seems like a good spot to watch the sunset. It did say no trespassing,
yeah.
So...
It was good that we decided to stay extra couple days here to wait for a day that it's not raining, which is today.
But this is pretty nice spot actually.
Yeah, definitely.
I wasn't sure about Johor Bahru if I would come back here or not, because it's more like there's not much here that I would actually do. Like there's malls and adventure parks and stuff. Nothing that really I would come back for. It's more like a great place to come with your family, I think, for like a weekend. There's loads of stuff to do. But now being here at this bay, I'm reconsidering. It's actually really nice. It goes all the way around into the city and probably all the way to Singapore. Singapore's somewhere over there.
It's literally around the corner, yeah.
It's like behind these bushes.
Yeah, you can see Singapore. I do wonder if you can take like a little sunset cruise. That would be really nice if you could take like a little boat and go along towards the sunset. Looks really, really cool.
And then get off in Singapore. Have a wander around. So we've woken up this morning and it was actually pretty rainy outside. A big storm passed. Luckily it's gone now and we're about to leave Johor Bahru. It's crazy how from the east coast, where it was super sunny and nice and warm, we've come down towards the southwest and there's just flooding and storms happening every single day. The weather systems change really, really fast here in Malaysia. There's like different seasons throughout the country at the same time of the year. So doing a road trip, it does get a bit stressful when you enter those rainy areas like we are now. But luckily it's passed and we're gonna set off driving.
Fingers crossed it's not gonna rain too much, but I'm already got my slippers on for a change.
Mario's being practical. I'm still wearing shoes. I'm being hopeful it won't rain. So our next stop today is a place called Batu Pahat. It's about 2-hour drive from here. We actually have no idea what is there. It was just the biggest looking town that was next on the road trip.
Hopefully we won't get too much rain, but it's only 2 hours today, so it's pretty good. We really wanted to visit Forest City as well, but the problem is the weather, you know, so I feel like it's just gonna be a place where we're gonna have to come back to.
Yeah, but another reason to come back to Malaysia, which I'm sure we will again in the future.
As we were leaving Johor Bahru, the clouds did not look very friendly, but it seemed like we were chasing the storm this time, because everywhere we drove, the ground was wet, but there wasn't any rain. So we were just hoping we wouldn't get caught in it.
My butt hurts.
Finally, yeah, arrived. Although to be honest, it was only 2 hours, but we have not stopped once in the 2 hours, just absolutely flying, going past all the cars, all the traffic, and the reason was to avoid the rain, and we did avoid the rain. We were so close at one point. There was kind of few drops, but nah, we didn't get wet at all. We got nice and dry. And now, what is this place called again?
It's called Batu Pahat, a small town in between Johor and Malacca, about exactly halfway, I think. So I don't know what's actually here to do.
It looks like there's quite a lot of like natural forest and things like that, but anyways, let's try and check in first. Hello.
Yeah, Olivia.
Yeah. Let's see if we can check in.
This is the cheapest place we could find in this town online, and it's a weekend.
It's not the cheapest, it's one of the cheapest, but you know, some of the cheapest places look horrible.
Yeah.
Really bad.
We do have a little bit of like a standard, guys. We're not that crazy.
Let's see, the moment of truth. That's alright. Just like advertised. Yeah, nice and simple, clean. Aircon, double bed, and a desk for editing the videos. That's it.
I feel like window is so important sometimes.
Yeah, coming after Johor Bahru with no window, this is quite nice for a change, you know. I mean, like every single hotel should have a window, because I think it's kind of wrong, you know. It makes people depressed, it puts you in a bad mood and things like that. So there's a lot of Chinese food in here, and this one looks like kopitiam kind of thing, right?
I love this kind of place, the Hainam kopitiam style places.
Olivia,
They've always got nasi lemak.
Yeah.
They've always got kaya toast.
Olivia absolutely loves the kaya toast, so hopefully they do one here.
Everything on the menu looks really, really good.
I don't even know what to choose. I want a few things from here.
And maybe we should just have like a feast. It's actually really affordable as well, and we're in aircon, which is amazing.
Someone looks happy.
So happy right now.
I think it looks like it's one each.
It's absolutely not. If you wanted one, you could have ordered one. I'm not sharing. Round 1 finished. Round 2, I've got a chicken rendang nasi lemak. What are you eating, Mario?
I only got this for myself.
You're on a
trying
diet?
to stay healthy, you know what I mean? Just only joking. There's no way I could just like live with just this. I got myself a nyonya fried chicken nasi lemak.
We're probably just gonna smash this right now.
I'm gonna try some of this rendang.
Mario's probably gonna steal half of mine as well.
So after enjoying this beautiful nasi lemak, we actually went back to the hotel because the weather wasn't ideal, and we stayed there for the rest of the time. And unfortunately today we have to go. We're going to a different town today. It's called Muar. Don't know much about it. It's like a small town by the sea, basically.
Yeah, I think there's a couple things to do. We're gonna spend the day there today.
It's only 1 hour and a bit drive, so it's gonna be a pretty chilling day today.
At our accommodation, obviously because we had to check out at 12 at the last place. We got here at like 1 o'clock. Usually we've never had a problem in Malaysia going early to check in. Usually the room is ready, and if not, we usually just go to a restaurant. But we had to call to get into the gate. The guy was like so rude on the phone, saying, "Why didn't you check online? The time, you can't come in." Bit weird. Keeps talking over him and stuff. Not very polite. Probably the rudest experience we've had in Malaysia so far. We've never had anybody talk to us like that when we're staying at their accommodation. So we're probably just gonna, not sure if we're gonna go find somewhere else or just go for food and then come back and check in, but not a great first impression for this homestay here. So we just had some lunch. We had probably one of the nicest biryanis we've ever had, and we've just come out into Muar town centre. There was like these street art streets here with these like umbrellas up here, but there doesn't seem like much. I mean, the architecture in this town is really beautiful, but other than that, it's a pretty small town. And it's quite similar to Malacca actually.
I don't think there's that many things to do. It is obviously a small town like Olivia mentioned, but that is why we're gonna just head to Malacca. I quite like changing the plans very last minute. It's one of the main things I love about traveling, just to be able to have the freedom to change your plans whenever you want, and we just done that. So we are gonna stay in some really cool looking place. I hope it's as cool as it looks, but I really cannot wait to show you if it's good.
The drive to Malacca from Muar was really short, and within an hour we had already arrived. We have been to Malacca before, but driving around on a motorbike gave us a completely different perspective of the city, and it seemed a lot bigger than we remember. We drove through the old town to take in the heritage buildings and iconic architecture that we explored last time we were here, before heading to the more modern side of the city where we would be staying.
So after a little drive in the sun, we have finally arrived to Malacca and had to check in and everything, give the deposit, and we are in a really unusual place. We don't usually stay in places like that, as Charles and Toast.
We're going up to the 32nd floor.
Level 24. Going down.
3205, we are 06. The best part is it's so cheap. It was actually the same price as staying in the last village. So, you know, I think it was like, it was 75 ringgit, no less, I think 65 ringgit, yeah. Anyways, fingers crossed that it's gonna be good. Let's see what's good. Yo, for 65 ringgit, not bad. Oh wow, got a living room. I think this is too good to be true, guys. Like, massive fridge. Open that curtain. What? This is the best accommodation for the price we've ever had. And then you can see Malacca city center right there.
I see a cheeky swimming pool.
There's a swimming pool. There's a bunch of swimming pools everywhere.
Well, we've got one bed each.
What?
We've got a washing machine. You can tell we don't stay in Airbnbs very often because we're like, what?
Gonna stay here for a while.
This is what most travelers stay in when they travel in an Airbnb. Mario's currently trying to extend our stay. To be fair, he did find a pretty good place. It's quite nice actually.
You saw where we were gonna stay, Olivia, for literally the same price. Look what I find.
Yeah.
Boom. Just need to give this guy a chance every now and then.
Okay, you win this one. But I just wanted to show you guys, there's actually a bath here. And it actually looks out onto this view. You can see the pool down there. Unfortunately, we are on this side of the building. I feel like even if you had a room on the other side, you would actually be overlooking the water. But still, a pretty nice place to have a bath. I've just come down to the pool area to show you guys what it's like here. This apartment building is actually really, really nice. This is the pool. So it's like an infinity pool almost, and it looks out across the water. We have this beautiful view. There's absolutely no one here right now. I think it did just rain recently, but all to ourselves. And not only that, but there's also a gym. Let's go in. There's literally no one else here right now, apart from Mario over there. How awesome is this? Yeah.
So after a nice gym session, burning a bit of that nasi lemak fat, it's time to enjoy this infinity pool. And like the best part of it is that there's no one here. You know, we stayed the very first day in KL in a similar place, also like a rooftop with a pool, but you had like these entry times. You can only go once a day for an hour, loads of people. This is such a different vibe. Just literally like you see those Instagram posts with like just me and Olivia, that's how it is. And the water is actually pretty chilly, which is quite nice because it's absolutely boiling today. With the view like this.
It's really affordable. It's like under $20 a night.
It's probably the best accommodation for the price we have ever stayed in Malaysia.
Yeah, and to be honest, our first impressions of Malacca when we came here the first time was we didn't really like it that much. Yeah. It was kind of just a few historical things and not much else, and there was a lot of people. But now we're staying here. We love Malacca. I think the accommodation where you stay, wherever you go, makes a huge difference in your actual impressions of that place
100%.
Every single time for us.
It took us so long, traveling to realize that it's always depends on where you're staying. We had a lot of places that we don't remember it as nice memories because the place was kind of not that good where we stayed, our hotel.
If you stayed in a place like this, everywhere you went, you would love everywhere.
Exactly.
You went.
Yeah.
So it makes a big difference where you book. So if you're a budget traveler, staying in the cheapest place all the time just to save money is not necessarily the best thing to do, because if it's really, really bad, you're just not going to enjoy being in that place at all. Today we're leaving Malacca and we are heading back to Kuala Lumpur. For some reason it feels like the bike is getting more and more full, even though I don't think we've really bought anything new. So I don't know how that is working, but pretty tight squeeze. We've done about, I think, halfway, maybe an hour of the trip so far from Malacca, and all I can say so far about the road is terrifying. It's horrible.
It's a little bit intense because there's loads of trucks, loads of traffic, and we are having to do like 110, 120 kilometers per hour on this tiny little bike, and you really feel the intensity, like everything's vibrating a lot because the bike is quite small for this much speed. But the thing is, going to KL, we kind of have to take a motorway because the whole city is surrounded by motorways, and if you go around through smaller roads avoiding motorways, it's like an extra hour from here, so double the time basically from what we have left.
Yeah, it's not nice. I'm just on the back. I feel like I'm driving as well. Like, I'm so stressed. My stress levels are like here. And the middle lane as well, like, I don't know why, but for some reason trucks drive in the middle but slower than the outer lane. So when you try to overtake, you just have to slam on your brakes. It's really stressful.
Nah, it will make it, don't worry. You're in good hands. So far we made it around entire Malaysia without any single issue. And all we have left now is, I don't know, just maybe one last drive, one last trip till we get off the bike, which is all the way to KL, and that will be it.
Mario's reached ultimate local level with his socks and sandals combination.
Okay.
Okay, boss.
Oh, yo.
Let's go. A lot of my body just cracked. I feel like my body can't take any more of this. Looking forward to get off this bike.
Driving into Kuala Lumpur past the port towns was definitely some of the most intense roads on the trip so far, with a lot of trucks and buses. But this was still the best way to get back to KL, and if anything, we were glad to be on a bike rather than a car, because we could avoid a lot of the traffic and queues and get there faster. As we arrived, we were met with those friendly KL smiles and waves, and we could see the iconic cityscape in the distance, which made us quite emotional, knowing we made it full circle back to where we started this trip.
So this is pretty much our area now. We're back to KL. And man, this is so busy compared to where we were before.
We made it! Woo! We're actually here. We're probably gonna go and check in first. Doing like a little photo shoot here, right outside our place. Cool.
Yo, what a mission that was, man. Like, it was actually proper intense roads as well. But man, I felt like we got here way faster than I expected. So it was only like 2 hours or something like that. I said nearly 3 hours, smashed it in 2.
We were actually a bit nervous driving into KL because we didn't know how bad the roads were going to be. There's so many different layers of like traffic that we nearly took the wrong turn a couple times. But actually the roads were not that bad because we just done all of the country.
Yeah,
so
my fingers are still kind of like tingling a little bit from the driving, but it's not too bad. Yeah, it's good to be back though. My ass is gonna be appreciating a little holiday.
Yeah.
What we usually do when we, accomplish something, we have a little celebratory drink. So I got a little beer right here to celebrate. I'm really happy. We didn't have many accidents or anything like that. We are still having a little bit of drive to do because the bike was not picked up from KL. If you watched our first ever road trip video, you've seen that we didn't pick it up from KL, so we're still gonna have to drive there another day to return the bike. So hopefully driving there we're not gonna crash or anything like that. That would be really ironic, but hopefully that's not gonna be the case. But yeah, so far the road trip was pretty damn cool. We went through so many different parts, so many different roads, you know. It felt very different, like the northern part from the southern part, you know, the east coast from west coast. Very, very diverse, man. It was really worth it though, to be honest.
Yeah, but it's good to be back.
Probably gonna have a little shower soon, order some food, not going out for restaurants, gonna stay in probably today.
We didn't even eat yet today, we're only having coffee and beer.
And beer, yeah.
Really healthy, great lifestyle.
Yeah, but we're not driving anymore, so we legally can't do that now. So in the evening we finally met Mufiq, just had a nice lovely dinner, and now we drove back to his place. The first place where we started this road trip, his home basically. It is quite dark right now, but this is it. We've done an entire loop around the entire Malaysia mainland, and we're back here.
Feels pretty sad to be saying goodbye to the bike. I can't believe it's actually been 2 months. It feels like it was a week ago that we were here.
I know.
Learning how to drive in Malaysia for the first time. It's crazy.
I kind of wonder how many like kilometers we did altogether. I haven't counted, but I know in Langkawi was around 60,000, and now it's 62,300. So I'd say like 4,000 to 5,000.
5,000.
Wow, that's a lot. Basically 5,000 is like going across the entire Europe. That's how much it pretty much is. That's crazy, man. We've been smashing out some distance, but oh, what a trip.